Hey guys, this is Movie Magic Gaming Gurus back again. I am Malcolm of May to December, the Weird Man, and I'm joined by my partner in crime, the sketchy one, Tash.
Hey everybody!
So
We're running late. It's my fault.
Why don't we explain why we're late? You go ahead.
Well, I upgraded to Windows 10, but it's supposed to be so much better, and I'm sure it is when it actually works on a new computer. Except my computer is slightly older. Basically, what seems to have happened is I kept trying to connect to the chat, and Malcolm couldn't hear me. And what I discovered is that for whatever reason, my webcam, the microphone on it isn't working. At least the computer isn't registering the microphone input. So if my voice sounds really crappy quality, it's because I'm like using the computer's microphone instead. It seems to be, I don't know what, I assume I'm going to have to reinstall the camera or something.
Well, it's kind of difficult because you don't really install it. You plug it in and you download that thing, don't you?
Yeah, it just like automatically installs it, doesn't it? So
you might have to look in the control panel and see if there is an installation thing there.
Yeah, I went through all the settings and everything, and I opened up Skype to check, you know, like when you change your settings and stuff for video and audio. And every time I tried speaking, like for the microphone, for the camera, there was no registering like sound level. But when I changed it back to the Realtek computer one, it was moving. So I think it's the computer. I think it's either the computer or the camera.
Well, it's like me. Since I've had Windows 10, I was getting kicked out the chats when I was John the other day.
Yeah.
And that's never happened to me before, unless someone's booted me, you know, by accident or something.
Yeah, your sound has been really scratchy as well, because last time you upgraded then, hadn't you? And it was really bad luck.
And it was, and my thing was scratchy on the thing like never was before. I was never like underwater sounding. Thank God I have the Yeti. Oh, hi, Donna.
Oh, hi, Donna.
And hi, Roger.
Yay! Hi, Roger.
And so it's kind of annoying. The Windows 10 upgrade, to me, it's been a curse. I said to Donna I wanted to downgrade back to 7.
Yeah.
Because I want to do this defragment now, I have to search it. I can't find it. I have to search it.
Oh my God! It got everything that I'd had in my start taskbar was gone. So I had to go looking for all my programs and everything again. Oh, that's Sob's Law. It's Donna phoning you. Honestly, Donna, you should pick a better time to phone.
Get this. All right.
It's in a lottery.
Guess who's calling me?
Donna?
No. A tree is calling me. A tree from Evergreen. Yeah, it's calling me. An evergreen tree is calling me.
Well, you know, those trees, they get lonely out in the forests.
I wonder if it's got plenty of
bark. You are up in Washington, so you've got plenty of trees up there to call you.
What the hell? Evergreen tree? But anyway, I mean, yeah, Windows 10 moved everything. I mean, I used to go to accessories, system tools, and I used to do it all. And I can't do that now because system tools isn't even on there.
I couldn't even find Notepad or Paint. I had to go through like Windows Explorer and like search. I was just like, where is Notepad? Where is Paint? Because I use those as a key thing for a lot of my stuff.
Donna, she upgraded her laptop and it took Photoshop off completely.
Really?
Yeah, imagine that. She had to redo it and then she had to find the disk, which was God knows where at the time. It took hours to find. I was just like...
Well, my computer's a few years old. I was saying this to my Donna. I said, I guess if I had a new computer, it would be better, but it slowed everything down so much. Like, my computer's a few years old now, and it has just slowed everything down so badly. I was going through all the settings and playing around, and it was like, revert to Windows 7. I was like, oh, so tempted.
I prefer Windows 7.
Yeah.
Like it's like what is it? Explorer's Edge, the new browser. It barely works. It barely works.
Yeah.
I don't like any of it. I don't like how it's changed the recycling bin from like a circle,
Oh
actual
yeah, the
bin
shape
shape
of
to a
it.
square.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I want it to change back. That's the worst part of the whole thing. That little icon changing.
That little change. Yeah, yeah,
I don't
exactly.
like it. I put the computer on and I stare at it for like 10 minutes going,
I used to love being able to open like multiple Windows Explorer things because I'd have like pictures and documents, and now I have to like right click on it to go, oh, I want one of these other extra ones open, you know, or something like that. Otherwise, it just opens the same window.
I'll be watching something and moving it to a side. So I used to watch a movie where I might be looking at something.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a movie I've seen before. I might see something in the movie and I'll go, oh, I'm going to look that up because it sounds interesting. Like I was watching Blood Fist 3 and I saw one of the villains that was in the white supremacist group in that was in Jim Carter, was one of the main villains. So I looked up to make sure. Well, when I do that now, it does this thing where it just puts them all like some sort of tablet thing where I can click on each one. And I don't like that. I want to be able to just put it over there, look down the page there. I don't want it to keep going, oh, what one do you want? And pushing them up and down on my screen.
Yeah. Well, I'm
like
used to, you know, the old picture viewer. You know, like you'd click on a picture and it come up with a preview thing.
Yeah.
I used to be able to like use my mouse to like zoom in and out, and now it's just a picture. Sort of like I can't just zoom in and out on it, and I'm like, I'm used to zooming in and out and stuff.
Well,
what the hell?
The thing is, you want to zoom in and out because you want to make sure the detail's there sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so it is annoying. I hate Windows 10. I hated Windows 8.
Yeah, I hated Windows 8. That was awful.
I hate Windows 95 and Windows Me. They
Oh,
run
yeah.
slow. My cousin has still got a computer with Windows 95 on.
Oh, really?
It works, yeah.
I didn't mind Windows 98, but yeah.
The thing is, apparently, I don't know who said this to me, I can't remember, but somebody said that originally Windows 10 was incredible before they upgraded it. And then after it got upgraded, it made it a big wreck again.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, what I don't like is how we have to have Xbox One stuff on it if we haven't got Xboxes.
I know. Well, I believe Donna and Roger are happy because then they can use PlayStation and Xbox like separately, kind of thing.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's great. I mean, it's great for people who have it, but people who haven't got Xbox. Yeah, but we're not going to want to do it, are we? I mean, I don't like the whole buy movies in the store on your computer thing either.
No. Yeah. Oh, the store thing. Yeah.
I don't like any of that. You know, I don't want apps. I want folders, not apps. Folders. Yeah. That's what I want.
And oh my god, it came up with Candy Crush on my taskbar. I'm like, get away, evil!
As long as it's not Farmville, I don't mind. I hate Farmville. I hate Farmtown. I hate any of those games. I think they're all scummy. I hate them.
So, aside from technical problems, how are you?
I'm doing good. I've been watching movies, been chilling, been editing, as people say when thinking. Really got into editing lately. It's going to sound really strange, but there's something so relaxing, so peaceful about just, you know, editing something together. I'm sure it's like you when you do like when you do the Photoshop stuff as well.
Yeah.
It's like, because in a way, Photoshop is the same as editing, really, but it's just a different form of it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, you know, even when I do my reviews with the editing, like my X-Files rant and stuff, you know, the amount of editing that's involved in that. And I completely agree. I mean, sometimes it can get me stressed, especially if I'm doing, like, several layers and stuff like that. Or if, say, like, when I've recorded my bit, I haven't left enough gap for certain bits, or you know, like to make the split and then add the thing in. But no, I completely agree, especially with the video editing, because I will sit there and I will just be like at it for hours and I will lose track of time quite easily. I'll be like, oh, I can just get this done before I do some food or something like that, and then like hours later, you know, the lights are off because I'd started in the afternoon or something, the sun's gone down and I'm still sat there in the pitch black, like,
Well,
Oh, what time is it?
it's like me, right? I started editing episode 4 about
Yeah.
9 p.m. I'd finished
Mm.
it about 12, and then there was an error, and I had to re-edit half of it again
Oh, yeah.
because I forgot to save.
Yes, that can be
Yeah.
problematic.
Don't you just love that when you forget to save and it doesn't respond?
I do recommend as well. Sometimes you can change in your settings to like oh no, don't do that. Sometimes it will automatically, if the program crashes and you restart it, it'll. But if you closed it without saving, then
It's annoying, but luckily it wasn't too much,
yeah,
because the way I do it is pretty cool because I get both the layers, I do them along, and then what I do is I fit them in between,
yeah.
Donna came down the other night and she was watching it last night actually before I uploaded it.
Oh yeah.
She was in tears of laughter. It was so funny.
Yeah.
Because she was laughing like the bit where I jump out the camper and I'm flying across, and was laughing at the stuff we were saying,
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there and I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is exactly what we want, and we do them.
Yeah, this is what
And it's amazing how many edits you do. It doesn't look that much, but you do so many edits in something.
Yes.
It's incredible.
That's the thing. People can look at your stuff and go, "Oh, there's nothing to that. You just throw a clip in, and it's like, no, really." And especially like, like some of the stuff I do when I do crossfades, but say like what you've done with the window in window and stuff, and it's like it's a lot more effort. I mean, like like even like I don't know if you've ever tried when you're doing the shaping the size of the window using the grid that you can get come up. You can get a grid to come up to splits the preview screen into like segments. Anyway, I use that and I'm just like but even that, just getting it to the same size each time and everything like that, or silly little things like that.
I'm very basic. I'm learning as I go along. Let's put it that way.
Oh no, I wasn't like saying. I was just saying, it's like
no. I mean, the videos are good considering really all I ever used to use is things like Windows Movie Maker in the past.
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is, like I said, I'm learning as I go along. I'm sure in time things will get better and I'll learn more stuff. The more I go along.
All I was saying, I wasn't saying anything about like judging your abilities or stuff, because like you say, I mean, they're really good for and especially considering you've just started using it and stuff. What I was just agreeing with the fact that how much like the little tweaks and edits and stuff like that you have to put in to.
It is. Oh, hey Alex, it's nice to see you today. Where you been? You've been missing. It's been missing in action.
Glad you came out the other side, yeah.
He survived this ordeal that none of us know about.
Honestly, we've missed you, Alex.
I think he's been kidnapped and he's finally been free.
It's good to see you back.
But yeah, the editing, editing is funny because editing can go from really, really hard to being really, really simple. Yes. But not simple in the fact that it's easy, just simple but you know how to do it better.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I mean, I used to use Windows Movie Maker all the time. I mean, I made a couple of music videos on there in a virtual world in the past,
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about uploading them actually. And
but as you said, it's the amount of times you have to watch them back. I mean, even after you've produced it, you still have to watch it back to check it, because sometimes. I mean, all it's not just Cyberlink, it's most programs. They'll do something to one of the clips, during production, like during processing, and then you watch it back and there'll be a jump or there'll be like something's not quite right. And then you have to re-edit it and reproduce it.
Well, I always make 2 copies. I always make a HD copy.
Yeah.
And I always make a 2K copy.
Yeah.
Because I want the 2K copy because it slightly increases the colours and stuff.
Yeah.
Not to a big extent, but just does it slightly.
But just enough, yeah.
And I like that one being my copy that I keep.
Yeah.
That's the other copy I keep in like a YouTube folder of stuff I've got, because
if
I ever lose my YouTube account, I'll upload them all like that again.
Yeah. It's like because the HD are obviously a larger size, I'll use those to upload to YouTube, and then I will save like a MPEG too to my HD drive, kind of thing.
Yeah.
To my hard drive kind of thing. So just so I've got a copy.
Alex says, loved your latest new GTA vid, liking the editing style. I've been on holiday twice, been to Ireland also, and haven't had much time. Now I'm back for good. How are you,
Yay!
both? Is he back for good, or is he going to leave us again?
I'm getting abandonment issues, honestly. No, it's good to see you back, Alex. I hope you had a nice holiday. I've been obviously doing the thumbnails for the. It was just like because you did a really good. Donna did a good edit, didn't she, for your thumbnail? Had originally.
I just wanted to say, the GTA videos. What I want to say is Tash doesn't make the thumbnails. I make them, obviously. Because if you see the first thumbnail, that's as good as I could probably do. Obviously I did them once. No, but seriously, I can't even do that. The closest I can get is a really bad image of whiteness around the head bit and my head on the picture. So yeah, Tash has been making the thumbnails, which have been really great, go really well, and I think they pull you in. The colour and everything.
Yeah,
and I think they've done fantastically.
I appreciate you saying that because obviously I didn't know if you would like that design or if you'd want a different one. Because I was trying to get like our characters, but then have like whatever was a big thing in the main video, kind of in the middle, kind of thing.
What I like about, sorry, go on.
No. I was going to say, yeah, you say.
I was going to say what I like about it is you've got both our names on the sides, you've got our characters, and you've got a big part of what's in that video, like in the first one with the jump.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's great because it's got a thing to show what's coming, kind of thing. And I think that's really good. And I like that style because when you do a series, you want to keep the same style thumbnail kind of thing,
Yeah, exactly. Because that's the thing. It's like you want to keep something. But what is like you said, because like we change costumes, and especially you try to do different costumes each day we record, and obviously a good number of parts will come out of each day's. I mean, look, we've only got onto the second day of recording at the moment, kind of thing.
Yes, I've almost finished the second day, and then I have to get the rest, and then I'm going to be doing the August 1st ones.
Oh, cool! Yeah.
So yeah, basically, I'm a week behind at the minute.
Yeah.
But we'll get there in the end.
No, it's because, oh my God, I copied over, what was it, Wednesdays and Fridays, last week's ones?
Yeah.
And I'm not even kidding, it came up and it went 24 hours to copy onto a USB stick. Yeah, I'm not even kidding, it took that long. I got up the following morning and it was still going. It was still going till lunchtime kind of thing. So I was just like,
you were like,
you were going, sorry.
I was just going to say that Alex said the GTA vids in 2K. Yeah, I've been saving them in 2K. I've been doing a HD version and a 2K version. And they look very similar, but it just adds a tiny little bit of, colour to it. Plus, it looks a little bit smoother.
Yeah.
So, whether that's just me, I don't know, but I like it that way, so I just have it that way.
Yeah. But what I was going to say is, so I'm doing the thumbnails, and you wear different costumes, and I occasionally change. I've not really changed much. I should really do that. But some of the outfits are awful for the women, so I'm just like, I would love to get the outfit that I usually wear in the heists. You know, the white jacket and the camo top and that. I'd love to, but I haven't found that in the. We haven't really been to the shops, have we? While we've been playing.
Well, I think the thing is, what normally happens is we go in the shops and I'm normally buying a suit or something, and then we're out there again in like seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Because normally I buy like 20 outfits in one go and then just change them in my place as I'm leaving.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now I've bought a bigger place. Hopefully my wardrobe options will be better. But so the thing is it was Malcolm said to me, he said maybe we can change up the outfits on the the problem is with that on one side is it takes a lot of effort to cut out the people. If I screen capture, and I hadn't really screen captured, we did it the other day, so that was the image I was using for the, because I said to Malcolm, oh, I'll do some thumbnails up. So I screen captured, and then it was like, and it's a completely, you know, like valid idea. And I did think about it at the time. I was like, actually, that's a bit boring looking at the same images on either side. So I was like, oh, and thankfully I was going through the footage, and I was like, oh, I can screen capture that. You know, like when I'd invited you to something, or I looked at my profile briefly or something. So I was able to screen capture. So I said to Malcolm, I said, right, what I'll do is I'll change the costumes like every 3 parts because they take a lot of work to cut out. And also, it's nice to set up like, you know, like have a string of them that look similar, you know, like, or, I mean, I could rotate them, but it's nice to, so people see an established costume a couple of times. And then, so I said to Malcolm, I said, right, I'll have it changed because I had the image of you in the red suit that I thought I was going to use for this next one. Except I managed to find your leather jacket outfit look from one of the first videos. I was like, oh, okay. And I managed to get me in the Jesse Pinkman hazmat outfit. So I stuck those on and made up 3 templates ready for the next 3 parts. And then you sent me the video, the next video, and it was the methed up one. And I was like, the only thing to do is to pick a picture of the RV. And I just realized I stood there wearing the hazmat outfit. And I was like, this could not be any more Breaking Bad if it tried.
I thought it's quite clever. You know, the thing.
It was completely unintentional is the best bit. I could have been wearing...
We've got some comments before we continue. Donna says, we finally watched The Humans season finale. It was awesome.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you don't know about this, do you? It's a British show called Humans. It's amazing. I hope you get a chance to see it at some point. Because it's about these, like, androids that actually, like, have, like, human feelings and stuff. Okay. And they're getting hunted down. And it's kind of it's your classic kind of sci-fi tale, but... because it's English and that, you don't expect it to be that good, but it was really, really...
is it kind of like our Dark Angel was in the fact that they're being hunted down because they've got the barcodes on their necks, except these...
I never really saw Dark Angel, so I can't... it's kind of like, it's in a future where androids are being used for services and stuff like that, you know, like doing everything, like taking over all the employment, basically. But you have this like group of about 5 of them that have been like programmed to actually have like sentient kind of feeling, like humanoid. And it's difficult to explain, and I don't want to give too much away. But it's Donna she saw a trailer, an advert for it because it was on Channel 4. And I don't watch those channels anymore because there's sod all on them. And Donna said, oh, well, it looks good. You should check it out. And I checked out the first episode and kind of watched it from there.
How many episodes is there? Is it 6?
Oh, God, it's only like 8? I could be wrong. I'm not sure.
I'll look it up and try and watch it at some point in the week. You know, the first episode.
Yeah. But yeah, it was really emotional, the final episode.
Alex says, have you both got Windows 10?
Oh, you missed our little rant, Alex.
You missed the rant at the beginning.
Yes, we both have Windows 10, and that's why we're running late because it just messed up all our computers.
And that's why we hate it.
Yeah.
Alex also asked, why 2K? Isn't it in 1080p? Well, I did it in 1080p, but I like doing it in 2K as well. I don't know if that makes me stupid or anything, but I just like doing it. Maybe it's just a weird thing I like doing, but I like having it. To me, it's slightly different.
Each to their own. I mean, it looks fine as it is. So I like the way somebody said about, you know, liking me beating the shit out of people in the middle of the street.
That was guys.
Oh, was it?
He likes beating people.
But it's been nice to do the thumbnails because I've been quite productive, and I finally have a Facebook page, people. So please go like. Mind you, everybody in the chat at the moment has liked it already. So.
What's this? Donna says Roger has started Breaking Bad and he seems to be enjoying it.
Yay! Breaking Bad's awesome.
I've watched Breaking Bad, right? I remember I watched the first 3 seasons straight after each other on Blu-ray. Yeah. At the time, you couldn't get the English Blu-rays at all. You could only get the American ones.
Yeah.
This was the time when Dexter was only on Blu-ray in America as well.
Oh, right, yeah.
And I remember watching it being hooked. I put on season 4, and I was like, ugh. And
really?
I own every season, right? And I really want to watch through it again, but I hate Saul. I hate that guy. I can't.
Oh, so you haven't
stand
tuned
him.
in for Better Call Saul?
No.
Better Call Saul is amazing. It's surprising. It's not as.
I can't stand the character at all. It's just those characters that does my head in.
But I
will finish it eventually, though.
I could never stand Badger and his other mate. Oh, I can't remember his name. Jesse's other mate.
Bodger.
No, it was Badger, and I can't remember the other one's names. That's going to bug me. But yeah, no, and of course everybody hates Skylar. It's just like
I liked his son. Walter Jr.
Yeah, Walter Jr.
I liked him, even though he wasn't in it much. When you think about it, in the big things.
Yeah,
I did like him because I thought he was a great character. Because I thought it showed a more different side to Walter.
Also, I thought it was amazing that, RJ Mitty, who plays him, does actually have cerebral palsy, and he doesn't have it to the extent that Walter Jr. has it. But it's nice to see somebody with a disability, being, in a main role kind of thing. So.
What's this? Alex says, Tash, you were very vicious in the vids.
I was not vicious. I was swearing a lot. I will say that. I did realise when I sent over the videos to Malcolm, I was like, wow, I'm swearing a lot.
The next video I'm doing is the bank one.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Anybody who wants to hear me swear excessively, can you imagine if you had to bleep that? Just be every second. Just be
it's funny because I was looking at it, and did you know to open those lock boxes, it took me 8 minutes and 50 seconds.
I just know it was me stood there for that whole 9 minutes going, why you not touch it?
The whole video is going to make me look like an utter knob because I just can't do it. I'm like, and I'm like, and that's the part where I wish I had switched places at the time.
Yeah. You'll have your turn when it's time to do it on mine when we've completed it.
I defend the bank thing was the best part. The 2-player part stuff is awesome. The 4-player stuff is horrendous.
Yeah, exactly.
The highest ain't been out that long, and Doc Grover died. And then this nigga like this. Let me say this story. I have to tell boy this story. I know people are going to get sick and tired of this, but I have to say this because this will be in a video. I will be naming and shaming awful players in GTA. I will be naming and shaming them in their own videos because I hate some of them. Right.
Especially after that 12-year-old told you that he's gonna put you in his YouTube channel.
This 12-year-old told me he was Rad Brad and thought I suck at gaming, right? And then there was another guy who called me an effing C, right? Constantly over and over again, right? Then there was this Spanish guy who couldn't understand English, which isn't his fault. But every time I'd leave the party chat, wouldn't I? And I'd say, look, guys, stay back away from the boat. All right, we'll take them out, and then you guys, you land, and you do what you need to do. Right? Yeah. Fair enough. The one guy would go, yep, that's okay with me. The other guy would go, I didn't understand what you said. So he'd go, what he's saying is you need to stay back. He'd go, I want to parachute down. No, don't parachute down because you're going to get shot in the sky. All right, what's he do? He parachutes down, gets shot in the sky. Over and over and over. And over. I then go out the party chat again. Don't parachute. Stay out the way. Go across the other side of the bloody building. I don't care. Just stay out the way and let us do it. Right? Yeah. What's he do? He parachutes, hits the water, jumps up, gets shot dead when we're nearly finished. Right? Doc, Rover, everybody needs to find this guy, hunt him down, and shoot him. Because the guy did my brain
Don't
in.
have him in your heist. Seriously.
We were in a heist for like 3 hours with him just messing up constantly.
Yeah.
Then there was another guy who looked like Harold Ramis in the game, who
Yeah.
then decided if he wanted to blow us up. And when I said to him, what's the matter? He was going, you effing C constantly. And I was like, ah.
No, it was that Malacca guy that in the
Yeah,
trash.
that's the Harold Ramis lookalike.
Yeah, it was the trash one where he kept trying to, and even the other guy got out and was like,
Alex says the joys of a teenager, right? Well, you're 19, so you're still a teenager.
But I will say, Alex, right? I am the most pacifist person in real life. Games like that, or any games actually, they're a good chance for you to get your stress out, and that's what I find on something like GTA. I mean, Donna is the most, gentle person, and yet you put her in Assassin's Creed, it's like, why won't you die already?
I didn't realise this, but every time I die in that game, Tash runs up to me and starts giving me a good kicking. Like, you died, and like, I'm going to beat your dead body up. Every single time, almost.
All he does is when I die, he makes me feel bad. But when he dies, it's I never die. It's
I can't help it if I try and escape moving vehicles and die by accident. I've been watching too many action movies.
But that start of that part 4, where I get hit by that car, and it literally the tail end of it. And it took my whole life.
I like how it kind of grazes you, and it just kills you by grazing you.
Yeah, it just grazed me, and literally just killed me.
The best part is your legs are up in the air.
I know. But anyway. It's fun to do those parts. And
but the heists, they take forever. Like, we did 3, didn't we? We did 3 of those mini heists.
Yeah, that's the thing. You've got to cut it down to the best bits, because some of those we did for like 4 hours before.
I'm good. The thing is, what annoys me is when there's awesome bits, like part 4, it's like awesome bits in every single bit. But I did.
Yeah.
So what I've got to do is I've got to go through all of them, and then I've got to just get rid of the ones that haven't got that. Then
that's the thing. We get to the point. It's like, well, there's no point us saying anything cool because we don't want you to. And then we're like, sod's law this will be the one that goes right. So let's carry on talking like normal,
The best part, the greatest part in the boat bit is the bit where I'm like, look at my mask. I look like a potato sack.
I know. That potato sack head was the best bit. It looked like an onion or something.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. It was so weird. I really hate that mask. It's like, I want the tight one, or I want the pink one.
Yeah.
Oh, and what about the race?
Yeah, that was hilarious.
That race was hysterical.
I've been called. No. Let's get level.
And then you crashed, and I was like,
yeah. What even better is I actually did slow down at one point, thinking that because you did sound genuine at one point. You were like, no, not really. I slowed down, and then you're like, la 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 la. I was like, oh shit.
I was genuine, but I didn't.
Distracted from then on.
I was genuine at like 10 seconds of it, and you didn't stop, so I didn't stop. So
Anyway. Oh, I can't do gaming this Wednesday, by the way. Sorry.
Why not?
I have hospital on Thursday, so I need to be in bed that night. So sorry. I was going to tell you before the chat, but then we were running late. So sorry.
It's all right, because it just means I can have another day of
editing. More editing.
That's all right. If we were gaming, I'd have more videos to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. Still haven't sent you the other ones yet. I don't know how many sessions that's going to take to send you those.
I was looking at your ones from the first, and it's like 5-6 parts. Folders.
Yeah, because it's like 69 videos. It's just like
every time I do one, I get rid of an average of 8 to 10 videes, and that isn't a lot when you think about it.
No, exactly. Especially as we do more, but it's.
I hope the hospital appointment goes well.
Yeah. No, thanks.
You know?
This is the horror story one where I have to go and they take my blood to make eye drops.
Oh.
So yeah, so I'm not looking forward to that.
So you decided to do that then?
Yeah, no, it wasn't that I had the problem with. It's the whole them scraping off the lens thing that they put in that they want to do, and I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. So,
so how does it work? Taking your blood for eye drops? How does that work?
I'm completely not clear on this. They take the blood and then they send it to their little laboratory where all these little hunched over people in white coats. No, they take out the white blood cells and then they put it in an ice cream tub, and then they put it in the freezer, and then they send it back in like little pipettes to the hospital.
I love how they put it in an ice cream tub. It's like,
I know.
it's like I finished eating the ice cream, guys. This is why we get free ice cream. Just put it in there and put it in the freezer. Who wants ice cream?
I'm just picturing me going to the freezer and going, oh, I'm going to have some ice cream tonight. Oh, wait, it's not.
Watched the new Fantastic Four yesterday. Have you seen it? I'm guessing you're meaning the way in the cinema.
Yeah, I was going to bring this up.
You know what? You know what? I haven't seen it. I rarely see things that are in the cinema, to be honest. Just because I hate the people in them. But that's another story for another day. Trust me, when I go in cinemas, I feel like grabbing hold of a knife and slitting their boys' throats who start talking and going like this on their phone. And
yeah.
It irritates me. And especially late night ones where women are giving their boyfriends fun times right next to me or in front of me. I hate that. I went to the cinema one time at 1 o'clock in the morning and I had to listen to a woman giving her boyfriend something, and it wasn't kissing on the lips, let's put it that way. It was annoying. But anyway.
Kissing elsewhere.
Yeah, kissing elsewhere. Anyway, I've read up on the new Fantastic Four, and I've read a lot of reviews. I've seen a lot of people's comments on it.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, I'm not surprised. You know, my cousin said he really enjoyed it.
Right, yeah.
But you know what? The Fantastic Four has never had great success.
No.
It's never been one of those exciting movies. It's one of those things I think stays in the comic book realm and works, but can't in reality terms of movies because the characters in them are just so bland. You know, the only one that is anything, to me, is Thing. He's the only one that's any interest because he's going through turmoil of his body changing.
Yeah.
You know, and even that, to a degree, is boring. You know, it's like you want to love these films, but at the same time, you're not. But I don't know if you heard, but they're going to cancel Fantastic Four 2 and make way for Deadpool 2.
You're kidding.
Nope. Because it's not made well.
I'm sorry. There's a reason why I'm even more... Because there was something connected to this that I wanted to bring up as a subject to talk about.
Okay.
But that's awful. I did not know that.
But I have to admit, I'd rather see Deadpool 2 than the Fantastic Four movie again anyway. Because, I mean, I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
Well, the thing is I was saying to Donna earlier, I grew up with the Fantastic Four cartoon series, which I loved to bits. So when they originally did the Fantastic Four with Julian McMahon and Jessica Alba and Ewan Griffith and stuff like that, I was really looking forward to that. And actually, I don't mind it. It's campy in that kind of Batman way, like 60s Batman way. I actually didn't mind it. I don't remember. I have seen Silver Surfer 1, but I don't remember much about it, which probably says a lot.
Well, the Silver Surfer one is probably so boring. The Silver Surfer was a character in himself. He had his own series. He had his own game on the Nintendo.
Yeah,
right? Exactly. But when he was in Fantastic Four 2, it was like this. He's going down, he's doing this, he melts into his bowl, he comes out of his bowl, he gets knocked off his bowl, he's screwed. It's like Aquaman. Here comes the water. That's what it's like. He can't do nothing without his bowl. And Aquaman is like, oh, look, he's throwing water at us. Yeah, he's missing us because he has to stay in the water because he sucks.
Yeah.
You know?
I found Aquaman so boring. It's like nobody likes Aquaman.
John likes Aquaman.
I will say that friggin' oh my god, my mind just went blank. Jason Momoa, that's playing the new Aquaman. He looks pretty badass in the outfit. So I've seen the pictures.
Well, hopefully it will be.
Well, I bet there's going to be a lot backlash though, because obviously Aquaman's known as this blonde bombshell. So I don't know.
Because there was an Aquaman TV pilot that failed, wasn't there?
Oh, was there?
Yeah, and it starred the guy who played Green Arrow in Smallville.
Ah, right. Yeah.
And it failed. It failed just like the Wonder Woman one did.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Aquaman to me, even in Smallville, he bored me. You know.
Yeah.
I just can't. You know, they should have made it where his character has a tank around him continuously.
Yeah.
Or something, because it's just so boring. It's like it's really good looking bloke, right? Normally, you know, muscles and stuff.
Yeah.
And then after a while, he just falls down and goes, like, get me into the water. Get me into the water. And you're like, oh. You know?
But what I was going to say is, and Donna won't mind me saying, what she was saying about the new Fantastic Four movie is that it was like 90 minutes, 100 minutes long. And about 80 minutes of that was essentially set up, with only like the final battle being like in the last 10 minutes. And she said they were essentially setting up for a sequel. And that's why it made me laugh when you said that actually they are dropping Fantastic Four 2. But what I wanted to thought would be interesting to bring up is this fad lately of basically making a movie that sets up for the sequel. Because we do seem to have this now, where I guess especially like, because I was talking to Donna about this, about like, you know, like with the Marvel Universe, where they're always setting up for like the big team up and stuff like that. And I mean, I said this when I saw the first Hobbit movie. It was pretty much set up because they weren't on the actual journey. It was all set up for when they actually went on the journey.
Yeah, but that's different. The Hobbit's very different because that's based on the books.
Yeah, but the Hobbit was based on a half a bit. It was on a little child story. It should never have been as long as it was. So it was. I mean, everybody has said how padded out it was. But we do seem to be in this like thing now for always making movies that are setting up for the next one. So I was curious on your thought on that.
My problem with this is if you're setting up movies, it's like the original. It's like when you watch Captain America, or you watch Thor, or you watch Iron Man. They're great movies themselves, but they're very steered, especially the second one, steered into doing the Avengers.
Yeah, exactly.
Know? And the thing is, when you make movies to be that way, they're never reaching the potential that they should be. We shouldn't be making movies to thinking. We should do a little bit, like for instance, like the end, like at the end credits when they show what's going to happen in the next one. You know, that's where it should be. It should be that way in the actual movie because the problem is you're holding a movie back. The new Fantastic Four possibly could have been a lot better if it had had more action in it. If it had been more about the characters then and instead of making, for the next one. Because nobody wants to watch a film and go, oh, this is boring or this isn't good. Oh, but it'll be good in the second one because most people won't go and watch the second one if the first one
exactly. That's the thing. If word of mouth is that the movie's shit, nobody's going to want to see the second one.
We've got a couple of comments and then we'll go back to what you were saying. Just don't want to lose the comments. Hi, guys. Regarding the Fantastic Four, Fox needs to give back the movie rights back to Marvel. Then we will see the Fantastic Four done right. I don't know about that. To be honest with you, I don't think you could ever make a good Fantastic Four movie.
There is. There's the perfect one, as we've always joked. And Honest Trailers joke. The Incredibles is the best Fantastic Four movie.
I guess it is. I never thought about that, to be honest, but you're right.
Yeah. They were like, was it in the Honest Trailer? And they were like, don't say you can't make a good Fantastic Four movie, because it exists, and it's awesome.
The new Mission Impossible was good, not amazing, but good. Okay.
I do want to see it. I love the Mission Impossible.
I want to see it. They've already commissioned another one, haven't they?
Yeah, they've commissioned another one, haven't they? So
with old Tom Cruise, he's doing quite well considering.
I know.
But you know, this whole thing to me, it's one of those things. Like, I've noticed in movies we go through phases. So we're getting way too many superhero movies now.
Yeah.
At one point,
definitely.
we'd get one or two every year or every other year, and now we've got like 4 coming out every year.
Well, look, there's a whole timeline of to come movies, isn't there? Of Marvel, like for the foreseeable future.
It's just crazy. Like apparently Warner Brothers or Sony, or I think it was Sony or Warner Brothers, one of them. Apparently they got to see Batman vs Superman early.
Oh yeah.
And they were so excited by Ben Affleck's portrayal of Batman, they want to make 2 more films with him as Batman. And I'm like, what is it? This whole trilogy stuff.
Yeah.
It's like every superhero movie series now has to have a trilogy.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, Donna may correct me on this. I heard somebody say once that Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1 was essentially a setup for the final part kind of thing. And it's like, and that's another thing, is the splitting up of the books in the final part into 2 movies. I mean, it's happened with
Harry Potter.
I mean, I hate to say it, Twilight, Harry Potter, now Mockingjay and stuff. It's like, now, I mean, Donna has said, you know, fine. I mean, especially like the Harry Potter ones, they were much longer books, so they needed to be split up.
Yeah.
But I feel like it is this thing now for like just squeezing the last ounces of money. Like,
well, it's funny you say that because I feel like when they've got a big fan base, they want to kind of, because like we can make triple the money on one film.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is it's great and everything, but I feel like just make the film as long as it should be. And if people love it, they'll watch it. Just have an intermission, you know, in the cinema.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I mean, they used to have it, like Gone with the Wind and all those kind of classics.
My cousin, he went with my other cousin, his sister, to see part 1 and 2 late at night. And obviously, it was like one film that should be together.
But we've said this before, it's the short attention span of people. That's the problem.
Oh, that's what I was saying. That's exactly it. People in today's world, they have a short attention span because they expect everything now. And everything to be fast. This is why things like YouTube succeed with quick videos.
Yeah, with quick videos.
This is why you get really, like, this is what I said. I was saying this yesterday to a couple of people, to James and, you know, Kitty.
Yeah.
I was saying to him basically for, you know, the reason horror doesn't succeed now, and I'm not going into horror, but this is to do with what we're talking about.
No, but
this is the same thing, but I'm just saying it in the way I said then. It's because back in the day, it was all about the tension and bringing it in. And now it's about the quick scares because people need to jump because otherwise they get bored shitless of a film. They can't take the tension rising. And it's the same thing with movies now, you know, and the way it is. So they have to have something, otherwise it's just too boring for them. They have to look on their mobile. They have to do this. They have to do that. I mean, how many people can you say when you're out or that, but you don't see on their mobile nearly the whole time?
But that's what cracks me up about, say, something like Five Nights at Freddy's, that is known for being like the jump scare game. I'll use the term game loosely, because personally I hate that thing. But what cracks me up is as it's gone on and more, you know, like there were 2, 3, and 4, and now the 4's the supposed last chapter. I can't believe they're making a movie of that, seriously. But what cracks me up is as they went on, and especially if you see a lot of the big Let's Players like PewDiePie and Markiplier and stuff like that, as each new installment come along, when the jump scares came along, they just sat there going, la, 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 because they couldn't even bring themselves to be shocked by the same old repeating you know, predictable jump scares. And I think that's the thing is, I mean, something like Paranormal Activity and stuff, they go for the same old, and you're just sat there going, really?
The problem with Paranormal Activity in that is they're not horror films.
No.
And not in any way. People can call them horror films, but real horror films are movies that get in your mind.
Psychological.
And affect you. And yeah, people say Paranormal Activity affects them, but they're the stupid generation, I'm afraid. And I'm sorry if they insult people, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Because
obviously
these people don't. My cousin's sister. She loves those films. She thinks they're incredible. She thinks they're wonderful. She goes and sees every single one of them. Why? Because she hasn't got a clue what real horror movies are. She's in the stupid teenager years.
Yeah,
the
tweenies.
we have now. Where they're like, hello, I'm this,
I like Insidious.
And you just sit there going, these people got no idea, and this is the stupid generation that we live in now. Because that's why I can't stand people, because you try and talk to someone and you go to, what's your favourite horror movie? What's your favourite movie? My favourite horror movie is Annabelle. Why? Because that doll's scary. Have you ever watched Chucky or Dolls? No, I haven't. Are you going to? No, because Annabelle's scary. Exactly. And people just don't have that in them anymore. No. The problem is, as we move forward, our generations get stupider and stupider because of what media is now. Because we're losing books to things like Kindles, and we're losing things to like iPads now. Everybody's got an iPad. They go out with an iPad nearly all the time now. They go out with a mobile phone. There is no communication. We rarely learn from each other because we're rarely talking to each other. And this is the problem with society. In my view, what we need is to have a big, massive EMP kind of thing that takes everything out electronically, and then we can grow again as humans, not be so stupid as we are now.
But I mean that's why I think something like Alien Isolation caught people off guard, and kind of divided people in a way, because obviously some people just got bored with it, didn't give it the chance, and a lot of others were like, actually this does get you, because you are like scared as you're like not knowing where it's coming from and stuff like that. But I mean Donna's not a horror fan, so she wasn't really like all that bothered by Alien Isolation, but I'm just saying, I think it's when stuff like that catches people off guard, it's like, oh, actually, if people think about it, you can actually do good stuff. It just seems to take a lot.
People like your Donna, if she's not into that type of game, then I won't say she's stupid because of that. I'll say it's just not her type of game. You know what I mean?
No, exactly.
If you're into horror and then you don't like a game like that, then I'd say, maybe there's some issues. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because that game is so simple.
In a lot of ways. It's simple. It's so
it gets so in your mind because you have no idea where it is at all, and you hear the sounds, and you're like, "Oh shit!"
Especially because I played it at dark with my headphones on, and you hear that sound, and you're just like, "Where are you?" Especially if you're playing on the hard difficulty,
especially in the dimly lit areas and everything. Because I played that I think I played it on the hardest first, and I was trying not to get killed and stuff, and it was near impossible unless you knew every single move, because it would come in the same places in certain areas, but you go, oh, it's not there, so it's not in, and you go right through your back, and you'd be like,
exactly, and you'd be like quiet and everything, and and the ones that got me were the head crabs, where you'd hear them make the sound, like to indicate that they were coming, and you're like, where are you coming from? And you're like,
and the thing is, you'd think you'd shot one and you'd have missed it, and he goes,
exactly, and there was no it was so quick, and that was it, that you were dead. It was just like,
to me, that is a masterpiece game. I mean, to me, that beats games like Evil Within and stuff like that, because it's a masterpiece. And I know Frank's still watching, he's going to say Evil Within was fantastic, but the censor says it's awful.
I know you didn't like it. So.
Everybody I hear about it, they'll go, oh, I gave the game a go and I hated every single moment. And I'm like, And, but, they're making a second one.
Yes.
Right? But the question is, will it be the same or will it be better? Because the problem is, we know what to expect to a big degree if we get the second one. Hopefully, it's going to be mixed up a bit, because one of the scariest bits about the original one as well was the androids, the working Joes.
Oh, yeah.
They were a big part of the scare as well, because, again, you'd be standing somewhere and you'd be like, oh, that alien's not in. All of a sudden, you go, can I help you? And you'd be strangling you. And all
also, you're always like trying to figure out if they're nice or not. Like looking at their eyes, they're like, are you red eyes or white eyes? And sometimes they're like in between, and you're like, and it's when you would hide, and they'd go around like, I know you're in here. There's no point hiding. And it's like, okay, I'm freaked out now. And that would genuinely like be bone chilling for me, kind of thing.
I will say this though. I will say Samuels has to be the best character in the game. When he killed himself, I cried.
Yeah.
I cried literally. And if people go, "You're spoiling it, Malk," I cried because I kept getting those wrong wires to start off with.
Oh,
cables.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the lights kept flashing. I was like, oh, so before I'd start, I'd write down a little diagram, draw it down, and put the colours in each bit. But when he comes out and she goes, "You did that for me, Samuels," and he goes, "I want you to live." I was like, oh, no.
It's just nice to have a friggin' friendly android in the alien universe, because normally they always turn out to be evil. So
see, what I like about the game as well is there is no boss battle, really. The whole boss battle is throughout the whole game.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. There's no like something you're building up to. It's just like,
Donna says Alien Isolation looks good and I get the appeal. As you say, it's just not my type of game, but it was fun to watch Tash play. LOL. See, that's the thing.
She did. I was sat there and I was just like, I can hear it, and she's like, "It's gonna get you." I was like, "Shut up."
So that's the thing. I find that that's another thing with games. Even if you can't play them or you don't really like that type of game, you will enjoy watching someone else who does, because you're seeing it in there, Because Donna does that, mate. She'll sit down and she'll go, "Mal, it's gonna get you. It's near you." Something. I'm like, look. I turn to her and I go, "Look, woman, I'm not gonna die." And then this happens, and I'm like, so it's funny.
That's why I'm disappointed that PT didn't, Silent Hills isn't happening, because, as I've said before, it wasn't about the jump scare that they had with the evil being getting you. It was so much of that tension that it built up, and it was so silly because, you're just walking down that hallway over and over again. But I think because it was like photo realistic and stuff like that, you don't know what's coming, and you just hear, especially like I say, because I play obviously with the headphones on, you just hear those sounds and the sound moving around you. It can make you very, and I'm not easily, I would be rubbish at doing one of those Let's Plays where you're doing the and jump, because I don't do all that stuff. I'm not easily like scared like stuff by stuff and that. But yeah, it does unsettle you more than anything. So
me personally, I like to do Let's Play where the camera zooms in on my face and so happens and I just look at it like this, like.
Yeah, no, it's just like, no.
Whatever.
Not again.
Or something really bad happens, you go.
I just crapped myself. But going back to what we were saying before about the like having. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave about the games. I was just going to say about the setting up for sequels and stuff like that.
Okay.
I was just going to say, sorry, I didn't mean to go back.
Well, if we think about it, technically, Alien Isolation needs sort of sequel.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, a lot of those. I mean, especially the end of Alien Isolation, totally sequel based, doesn't it? It's kind of left open, knowing it's like, yeah, I'm totally coming back, kind of thing.
Exactly, and that's the thing.
I hate those kind of things where we are at that point now where, I mean, even get all games. I mean, what was it we were playing? Was it something like Saints Row or something? I mean, that had no definitive ending. Oh shit, what was it? Far Cry. That's left really ridiculously open.
Talking about Far Cry, somebody put on Facebook the other day, should I get Far Cry? And everybody went yes, and I said don't do it. Don't buy Far Cry 4. Don't buy Far Cry 3. Don't buy number 4, because number 4 is so boring.
Yeah, it's stupid.
The main character bores me shitless because he goes like this, Sabal, and the guy turns around. It looks like he's trying to get intimate with everybody.
Yeah, and it turns out it's all pointless anyway, because actually you're helping people more tyrannical than bloody pagan men in the end. So
yeah, and they try and kill you anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's like it's all pointless. And Pagan Man, who's the best character, surprise, surprise, voiced by Troy Baker, is barely in the bloody game, even though he's on the front of the packaging.
I played number 3, and it was amazing compared to that.
Yeah, exactly.
The character's better as well.
Yeah. Oh no, bloody the character you play on is so boring. It was just like. I didn't give a shit if he died or not. I was just like, whatever.
The problem as well with Far Cry 3 and 4 is technically they look very similar and they've got the exact same name, just spelled differently.
Yeah, exactly.
And to be honest with you, I didn't like that. But you know, going back to sequels to movies, like you were saying, I think that the problem is, I think back in the years ago, you'd get standalone movies and then they'd get a sequel where they'd then go off of that movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, you watch, so like, let's talk about Death Wish, for instance. Death Wish had a sequel like 10, 12 years later.
Yeah.
Right? I think it was 10, 12 years, or was it 8 years? It was something like that. And then after they had another sequel. But none of them actually go together, but at the same time they don't. Because the police officer number 1 comes and finds Kirsty in number 2. So they are connected. But you didn't have to worry about it leading to what's going to happen in the next one.
You didn't have to watch like the movie like to a point and then it goes, oh well, let's see, and then it's left and you're just like, where's the ending? Oh, it'll be in the next movie, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing, so many people complain about how like even movies and even games and even TV shows, because regarding the X-Files revival, Chris Carter said in an interview recently that there's going to be a kind of cliffhanger at the end of the show, and I'm just like, why? There's no guarantee you're coming back. Why would you put a tiny cliffhanger?
There's going to be. They're going to have another season.
There'll be if Fox gets enough money for it. Yeah, but
if 24 can get another series, so can X-Files easily.
Yeah, exactly. And that annoys me because I'm just like, the whole idea of this opportunity to come back. I mean, Gillian Anderson was led back with the notion that it would be closure. And I think that's what all the fans are waiting for. And I wasn't going to make this into an X-Files thing, but I'm just saying, it even seeps through now into TV shows as well, is that everybody complains that all we get now are sequels and remakes. Well, and then it's like, then we're led to eat up the possibility of more sequels.
Let's put it this way. I read up earlier they're making a live-action X-Men show.
Really?
They're going to make a TV show from
Heroes, isn't it?
They're going to make a TV show from Training Day, the Denzel Washington, Ethan Hawke film.
Oh, my God.
They're going to make a film on Uncharted.
Yeah, but that's been talked about for years now.
But the thing that irritates me, it's coming out in 2017. It's for sure.
Oh, really?
The thing that irritates me is I don't want movies being turned into TV series. I don't want TV series to turn movies. It's like Game of Thrones, which Donna's finishing tonight, series 5. So she's done it all in a week.
Wow. Bloody hell, woman. Over the weekend. She got through like 2 seasons.
Yesterday she watched 8 episodes.
Yeah, because she was on like episode 5 in season 3 when we chatted on Friday, and then
she's
4.
Watched,
sorry, she's
watched like 6, 7 episodes a day.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good for her. She loves it.
Did you even see HBO are making a TV version of Westworld?
Are they?
Yeah. It came up on my news feed. I was just like, oh, for goodness sakes. Because that was a classic movie. I loved Westworld.
I don't know why they have to do this. I don't know. But I was saying to Donna, because she was saying to me about, when season 6 coming out. I said, probably not till next year,
Yeah.
And she was going, I would love to see how they finish it. And I went, there's talks that eventually they'll do a movie.
Yeah.
And I said to her, I think that would be the worst decision they could make. Because there's no way you could fit everything you'd need to, say, in a movie finale, but without being in a good, 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah. Do you know that comments are disabled on the YouTube channel? Oh, on mine.
On mine, it says all comments available.
Yeah. Okay. I just check it.
But when I refresh it, it says disabled, and then it says available.
Ah, right. Yeah, no, it keeps saying disabled. I just wait to check. Sorry.
But yeah, I don't get where all this is coming from. You know, I don't care about the Evil Dead TV series. I don't care about the Fargo TV series. Don't get me wrong, I bought the series because I want to see it, but I don't care about like because it's Fargo. You know, they're bringing back Prison Break, aren't they, for 10 episodes? Wentworth Miller's dead. How are they going to do it?
I know, exactly. Yeah.
Are they going to act like Final Break never happened?
Yeah, exactly.
Because technically Final Break wasn't a part of the series, I guess. Because it was
as we said the other day, Twin Peaks has been pushed back even further, so it's like...
I'll talk about Twin Peaks. Donna watched the first episode and she hated it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she turned it off and went, this is the biggest pile of shit I've ever seen in my life.
It is very, very slow. I liked it, but it is very slow to get into.
I told her what Alex said about how you should try 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And
so it's the one who didn't try X-Files for 2 or 3 episodes.
Well, you know what? He likes Twin Peaks. I don't know why he can't like X-Files. I just, you know, I just don't get this whole culture of let's remake. I mean, they're rebooting Nightmare on Elm Street again, aren't they?
Oh, just really?
Nobody's going to be as good as Robert Englund. I don't care what they say. And it's
not like I say, I met Marshall Bell, and he said, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street isn't Nightmare on Elm Street with Robert Englund, because we were talking about the remake at the time. And he said, yeah, it's just not, it's not the same without Robert Englund. So why do they keep bothering?
I mean, the bloke they got to do it is a great actor. I mean, he's a fantastic actor. But it's just not Robert Englund. If somebody's done if someone's done it for like nearly 10 movies,
exactly.
You know, it shouldn't be replaced. Surely, it's like Doug Bradley in Hellraiser.
Yeah, exactly. You wouldn't replace him, or you know, you wouldn't replace Tobin Bell as Jigsaw or anything like that. So,
well, Saw 8 coming out soon.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
So I want to know if Donna is really happy to find out that, you know, she sat through that whole 80 minutes of setup to then not get a sequel to Fantastic Four. That would suck. Just, can you imagine?
It's, to be honest with you, but then that happens with a lot of stuff. I mean...
well, look, I mean, the bloody Super Mario Brothers movie, they ended that with her going, Mario, come back, you know, we got an adventure, this, that, and the other, and that never had a sequel, because obviously it flopped, but I do love that when movies totally sequel bait, and then they never get that sequel.
Well, it's like Lone Wolf and Cub, it's got 6 movies, and it never finished, because they never did any more, and it ends with him about to kill the Shogun bloke, and never ever gets there because that's where he's going to go in the next movie. Yeah,
that's like I did when I did my Freddy as FR07 movie. I didn't review. I didn't notice at the time they were actually going to make a sequel, but because the movie flopped so badly and brought down the whole company, the sequel never happened. But at the end of that movie, they're just like, yes, let's go elsewhere, and it's like, yeah, no, that's never happening.
Donna said, was reading an article on Horizon Zero Dawn. Really looking forward to it. Sounds cool.
I have heard, because that's been obviously since E3. Did you see the trailer for Mafia 3, by the way?
I have done, and that's going to be on my pre-order list. I've played every Mafia game, and I nothing beats the first one. I love the first one. I think the first one's fantastic. The story, the brotherhood, the whole, you know... And the one thing I did like about the first one is how the ending is so perfect where he gets killed. In the end, he gets shot as an old man. And I think that's great because it caps off the whole story.
Yeah, the graphics look amazing for Mafia 3 because it's all, they've used like motion capture, I think, because the faces are very realistic. So
because Mafia 2 bored me terribly. I mean, I enjoyed it,
really?
But the characters were just very, you know?
Yeah, I think I played Mafia 2 on PC, and I didn't really think much of it. So,
But number 3 does look incredible. I watched the trailer and I was like, oh, because they reckon the trailer's very Goodfellas like, don't they?
Yeah.
So if it is like Goodfellas, that'd be quite an interesting story, surely.
But Horizon Zero Dawn does look good. But as with a lot of the games that were like announced at E3, we've got to wait so long for them.
Well, why don't we put it this way? Horizon Zero Dawn does look good, but if it's anything like Watch Dogs,
Watch Dogs, yes.
it will be awful.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing I've learned about E3. Never trust what a game looks like there. Hell, Metal Gear Solid could look worse than it does.
Oh, I saw some actual gameplay of Assassin's Creed Syndicate, and they used some different mechanics and that, and I was just like, eh. I was just like, it was a bit weary.
I still can't believe they took the co-op out.
Yeah, I guess because it was so badly broken in the...
Oh, don't get me wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't care about the co-op in it. It's fun. It's all right.
Yeah.
I'm happy other people would want to play it, but I don't see the big point of that in Assassin's Creed, but it's so nice to have it there. But the game itself, to me, Assassin's Creed needs to end because it's the same game over and over and over again.
They've left their glory days behind them, quite literally. So.
The glory days were the Ezio days. Move forward. Yeah. Go with a different game franchise. Because if you look at the games, you've played them all simultaneously, or you put a video of all of them in Let's Plays going on. It's almost the exact same game over and over again. You're assassinating these 3 important figures or 4. Then you kill the final guy. The best part in the old ones was when you killed them and you saw them in like this vision talking to them.
Yeah.
You don't even get that in Uni.
No, exactly.
You know,
well, no, I mean, we joked about how we hated the limbo loading screens, and then once it was black and it's on Unity, it was just like, can we have the limbo back, please?
Yeah, exactly. I prefer limbo because you could run around in it.
Yeah, exactly. At least you're doing something while you're waiting for it to load.
But they need to end it in the next 2 or 3 games because the series is just so dull.
It's Ubisoft. They've become in the new EA. It's like, let's keep... But you know, there's so many games coming out at the moment. It's ridiculous.
The series has just got so dull, though, you know?
Yeah. I'm surprised to hear there's not been any new Splinter Cells announced. I guess they're so busy with everything else.
Joker, it's because Splinter Cell failed, didn't it? The last one.
Blacklist was awful.
Blacklist just... I put it on for 10 minutes and I turned it off because I was like, I can't play this.
Yeah. I played it the whole way through. I couldn't believe it. I was just like,
They need to release Metal Gear Solid 5, and then they need to work on Metal Gear Solid 6 and release that in 6 months.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sorry, Metal Gear isn't Metal Gear without Hideo Kojima on it, and he's no longer anything to do with.
What about what's his name? The voice actor. How can you say it is with Kiefer Sutherland as the voice?
Oh no, okay, I apologise. I just mean like it's not without David Hayter and it isn't without Hideo Kojima. I'm just saying. I mean, look. I mean, nobody can make like pompous, pretentious story like Kojima for something like Metal Gear. You know.
I can't believe they got rid of him.
I can't believe they tried removing him from the packaging.
I can't believe when he's basically the godfather of Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? He's the guy that inspired a lot of the games that are happening now.
Well, look, I don't think Konami would still exist if it was not for Kojima's work with them.
I remember when Konami did football games.
Yeah.
And Zone of Enders. It was Zone of Enders, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah. You know, Metal Gear Solid was beyond anything they'd ever really done before when it became big. You know, I mean...
Are there any other games that you know by Konami? Let's be honest. Now, modern day.
Yeah, all of them. I can name off the top of my head.
Go on then. I apologise. Metal Gear Solid 5.
Metal Gear Solid, Guns of the Patriots.
Yeah.
Metal Gear Acid. But you're right.
I can't even think. I mean, I'm not trying to put Konami down. I'm just saying what they are known for now is primarily that franchise.
Yeah, and when you think Konami, you think of Hideo Kojima.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and to be honest with you, it's kind of funny because to me, it just shows. Because to me, it shows the ending of Metal Gear anyway. Because we've got Kiefer Sutherland doing the voice, a drugged up loser, right, who should be in prison, right?
Yeah.
And you know, we have him, Hideo Kojima, not involved anymore, which means there's going to be bad choices.
It's going to be really bad storytelling.
The game itself now, Metal Gear Solid 5, I'm getting it on release date. I'm happy about it because I've had every single one since the very first one on the day it's been released, right? But I cannot accept the whole open world environment. I hate it. The open world environment ruins the game for me so far because I like the whole linear stuff that you had in Metal Gear, where you could go through these places, but you knew what way to go in the story.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now we're going to do what we're doing is running around trying to figure out what to do after time and figuring out what way to get in. So it's gone from being Metal Gear to being something like Splinter Cell.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you know, Fallout 4. I mean, it's not the same, but I just meant like Fallout 4 apparently is becoming more like a first-person shooter, that they're focusing more on the combat as opposed to... And I'm just like, hang on, so we've got Metal Gear changing from like a very linear like story to something open world, like dogs taking a piss in the middle of the desert. and then you've got Fallout 4 that was more like, you know, like exploring and stuff like that. And now it's becoming more focusing on the weapon use.
When I will
say some of the weapon designs, you know, because obviously you're using scrap that you find around. There's an excellent one of the designs I saw was a scope with just like 2 screws through the side to give that kind of sight line. And I thought that's hilarious. You know, like it's like a tin can with like 2 screws either side to give you crosshairs.
I'm hoping I'm hoping Fallout 4 has co-op.
Yes, I hope so, because I got it pre-ordered.
I'd love to have co-op because did you see the Pip-Boy edition that sold out?
Yeah, I heard about that. I was like, dude, I want a Pip-Boy. That would be awesome.
Yeah, well, guess what? Dude, I got a pre-ordering.
Oh, jealous.
Yeah. Yes, I got a pre-ordering. So, you know, God knows if I'll actually get it or not, because you never know. But
I'm looking forward to playing the beta version of Rainbow Six Siege. So.
Me too. I'm looking forward to getting that and seeing, you know, because I pre-ordered it. But you got to wait, ain't you, to like September or something?
Yeah, the end of September, September 24th or something. So
but I'm hoping that Fallout 4 is cut because I think it'd be cool to be able to go through it together and do it. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I'll be the dog. You can be the guy.
There you go. There you go. So that's what I like.
We know our places in this.
Yeah, I'm the shooter and you can be the biter.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, you know, I want more co-op games to come out. More co-op, come on, more co-op.
We have not had any decent co-op games come out for us to play together. It's ridiculous. We now live in this time where we can do, you know, I mean, we said, you know, a couple of chats ago about couch co-op being, you know, disposed of essentially now. And yet they're barely making games. I mean, it's all about this open world multiplayer where you can just, you know, deal with 12-year-olds that are shouting expletives at you instead of working together kind of thing. It's like, I think working together, we still shoot each other.
The other day, some little teenage boy shouted at me, "All right, yo, something, I'm inside your mother," right? And I was like, what? I was like, I said to him, you know, my mum can go to prison for that. Right? And he was like, what? And I went, my mum can go to prison. She shouldn't be doing those things again. I can't believe it. And I just started talking, and the boy was like this. You're fucking crazy. And I went, oh, my mum is crazy. You're right. Oh, and I was like having pretend I was having some sort of breakdown. And the boy was just like, okay, bye, guy. That's the way I get them, isn't it? It's just like, come on, you know.
You know what? I was telling this to Donna though, the other day about our experience with like that kid that was like, I'm putting you on my YouTube channel to show how shit you are and stuff like that. I was like, dude, you know, we should say we'll put you on our channel. But
don't forget he was the Rad Brad.
Oh yeah, he was Rad Brad, so we should, you know.
You know, I was surprised. I went on Rad Brad's channel and he didn't put the video up, so he lied. He lied.
Exactly.
His 12-year-old self.
Rad Brad is a liar. Yeah. But you know what I was saying to Donna, because I said, you know, I had a subscriber on my channel who I then went to check out their channel, and they were like a 10-year-old sat there doing videos, and I was like, we're in this age now where like the parents, you know, because the parents are so much younger, it's like go off and do whatever you want, stick you in front of the TV, and I was like, we're in this age now and it's like, I guess in a way it's nice that they're having this but one, who is letting their 12-year-old playing 18-rated games? And yeah, it just blows my mind now. The youth. I don't mean to say like back in my day, but you know, the youth, the way that the kids are now doing this stuff is ridiculous.
Well, you know, when I was a kid, I was playing 18-rated games, and I was playing watching 18-rated movies.
You turned that normal.
Yeah, I turned exactly.
No, but you know what? I'm not even kidding. I said to Donna, I had my patio door open, and just over the way, this kid just shouted. This kid could not have been more than like 7, 8. Just went, "I'm gonna kill you." I was just like, okay, that's nice.
What, he was talking to you?
No, I was talking to somebody else out there, but you overhear like what they're shouting at each other.
I was gonna say.
And I just could not believe it. I can't remember. It was something about killing the person, you know, this other kid.
If somebody said, yo, I'm going to kill you, all you have to go is go, Mulder, get him. And they'd be like, no, you know.
Well, like I say, Mulder's punched a hole through the fence so he can look out at the neighbours. It's so funny. It's just like, you want to mess with, because sometimes they stand out there teasing him. And I'm just like, oh, gee, wouldn't it be a shame if he magically, like, jumped down or something?
Well, do you know what? Going back to kids a minute, I think parents have got worse over time. And I think nobody really takes responsibility for their kids anymore.
No.
You know? I mean, come on. I mean, if I had a child and he wanted to play games, I'd be playing them with him if they were like games like that. You know? And I wouldn't be letting him hear people. I'd be like, turning the volume off of the, you know, of the people in the actual game. You know, I won't say I won't let them play a game like Grand Theft Auto.
No, yeah.
But I'd play it with them.
Yeah.
You know, and I'd say, you know what? I'd say this is a non-realistic game. You know, it's very realistic, but you don't take anything of it realistically. And I'd say to them, if it was a boy, I'd say, and don't go to the strip club. Yeah. Dad goes there. You don't go there.
Yeah, you don't go there.
Right, and stuff like that, because I find that you need to have an approach with kids now where you're not taking everything away from them, but you're also not making them insensitive. Yeah,
well, that's the thing. I wouldn't stop my kid from necessarily playing it, or, you know, doing multiplayer, she says hesitantly. What I would have an issue with is my kid going on there and shouting, "You're a C word, you're a this, that, and the other, you're a effing, you know, blah, blah, blah."
If I was, I'd do multiplayer, I'd do multiplayer with a child. I'd do it with just the two of us, like, hey, you and me, I'd probably put us in our own world as well, like you can in Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want them being around these stupid kids that say things, because a lot of the things that twist a lot of kids nowadays is the internet.
Yes, yeah.
You know, or it's
that's the thing with stuff like Call of Duty and that, you know, and
or it's the internet that's affected other kids, but the kids have spoken about.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
There's some kids that really piss me off. I feel like just grab hold of them and smash their head into a wall.
Yeah.
You know. I saw a kid the other day. This little boy was walking down the road. He pushed him over. Right. Ran off with his bike.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, wow. I wish I could be like big and go into a kid, so I could chase after that boy, punch him in the face, and take the bike back to the other boy, because I fucking hate those people. It's out of line. It's horrible. You know.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know. I think the problem is it's like we said before, everyone wants everything. Now if a kid's got something, another kid wants it, and there's no man, they'll take it.
Yeah.
you know. But because we're older, we can't go up to them without being accused of being a paedophile or something, and to tell them they can't do that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
You know. So where's the parents? Oh wait, the person inside getting off with each other or smoking
Yeah,
crack.
exactly. Yeah,
One or the
exactly.
other. You know, I don't like that stuff. It irritates me.
And like I say, they're all about 16, 18 themselves. So.
Yeah. Hillbillies. Yeah.
I don't
Hillbilly
know.
kids.
Is Alex going to get GTA and join us? Or what? I don't think Alex is in the chat anymore, but...
I think he sold this, actually. He got rid of it.
Oh, did he? Ah. As I say,
Is
is he one of those kids that's calling you names down?
Probably would be. He used, when we used to play EA MMA, he used to say things like, shit! You know, so... But, I don't know. You know.
But yeah, I think that's the... But it's just... It's insane now. It's just... and I think as everything, you know, be it with sequels or whatever, go on, we just go... I mean, now it's difficult because it is just always looking for a new way to be controversial kind of thing.
Yeah.
And as we've become desensitized to certain things, you know, there's always this constant thing to try and make us be more controversial and stuff.
Me, myself, I think I'm very desensitized.
Yeah.
I think because I grew up with a lot of violence in my real life and in the film world, you know, I'm very desensitized.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find it hard to seek reality because I'll look at something and the first thing I see is something very terrible.
Right.
You know, but I think we go through that sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that's what I do because I'm not a horrible person by any means.
No.
Or not in front of people. Yeah.
Yeah.
What
you
I
don't
do
talk about behind closed doors.
What I do behind closed doors is I stalk people and then I attack them.
Yeah.
But anyway,
you're growing the Charles Manson beard.
yes,
So.
I'm growing it to get my own cult, you know, and
yeah, exactly.
You know, and do what was that guy's name? Jim Jones?
Yeah.
Jim Jonesy, you know, but with the Charles Manson look. But anyway, before people get angry with me.
Unfortunately, you haven't got his hair on top. But although he's got that shaved look now, wasn't he?
Hey, I can always get the wig. You know, I can always get a wig.
Well, yeah.
You know?
I wasn't picking on your hair. I just meant like, you know, you got a beard going. But
you were attacking the head again. Yeah, you do that all the time now. You know. Oh, you know.
I don't mean to.
Fire tuck one time. Now, you ain't got the hair. Anyway.
But you did bend down to put your headphones in earlier, and I got blinded. No, I'm joking.
I'm not blinded. See, here we go again. Oh, my package. Oh, bloody hell! Look at that.
Was that your 33?
Bloody package.
Is that your 33 Blu-rays?
Where is the thing? Look at that.
Nice. No.
Thanks, buds. Bloody hell.
You were expecting them.
That's what you call a package, people.
That looks like the old James Bond VHS collection.
You know what? You wouldn't think this had 33 DVDs in. You'd think it had 33 VHSs in it. So it's a bloody Dell computer box.
Oh, hopefully they're well packaged.
Oh, here we go. Have a look.
Bubble wrap or something.
It's even. Oh, it's not very bubble wrap around it, but the person put the computer thing around it. Look. See?
You're kidding.
I put this around it. Look.
Yeah.
Not in the official case. That's annoying.
Jet Li looks like he's having a shifty fart or something. Oh, nice.
Let's have a look. You know what? Let's put this down and get a few time. Funny thing is, I've got the Bruce Lee Legacy collection, but I wanted to get this collection because it's got commentaries on it.
Ah, all right.
Ooh.
Oh.
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 I don't like that. That's close.
Do they look like they've been kept in a damp cellar again?
Actually, they don't look
Actually, they
too
look
bad.
okay. Yeah.
For movies that have been out for about, what? Let's have a look. Nearly 10 years when they were originally released.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great film, this one. This is the one where she gets raped, right? And he goes after the guy
is
who
it the
killed
one-
her.
Yeah.
And this gay bloke teaches her to kick the guy in the anus to destroy him by kicking a melon.
Oh, yeah, you mentioned. Yeah.
That's brilliant. Anybody who hears me saying it, going to be like, what the fuck does he want? Avenging
Arse
Fest?
kill. Yeah.
The
I
thing
like
is,
that.
these all have... Oh, well, originally they did. Let's have a look at one of the discs. That's not too bad. Not a single scratch on that disc. Let's have a look. Have a look. Thing is, they're not the original cases, which is kind of annoying
Yeah.
because they're in cheap, tacky cases. So now I'm going to have to get seafood cases. Chinese ghost story.
Oh, do you not like the black kind of?
Well, originally, Hong Kong Legends DVDs were released mostly, not all of them, but the original run were released in clear cases because they've got things inside.
Ah, right, on the inside of the cover kind of thing.
Yeah. There's the Chinese
On the
ghost
back of
story.
it. Kind of. All right.
Naked Weapon. There is a 2-disc version, but I can get that later on.
Oh, that's Maggie Q.
Yeah, Maggie Kyo, she was in that. She's
Yeah.
a big Asian star before she went to, Hollywood.
Yeah.
Prisoner of Fire 2, which was originally a magazine release, on the magazine that came out.
Yeah.
But I got it because you can't get it on DVD, and I thought this would be the best one, and I can get 2 Blu-rays.
I like your Chow Yun Fat.
Here's a good example. Iron Fisted Monk, right? In a
Yeah.
black case. The reason they get the clear ones is because of this.
Ah, right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I need to get that one. I know that's a bit, but it's a
No, I
it's a weird thing.
completely. Yeah, I get. No, I get. I would be the same. So.
Let's have a look. There's some more there. Scorpion King,
Oh yeah.
the Asian version, not the rock version, anyway.
Yeah.
In case people wondered. Yes. Jackie Chan, Police Story 2. I wish that was all of it, people, but it isn't. Crime Story. I reckon the guy didn't have these in their cases. I reckon he took them out and put them in a folder thing.
I bet he put them in it. Yeah. Luke said Gareth plays on GTA. Maybe you could have a session with him.
Gareth. Oh dear. Not Gareth. Not my best friend Gareth.
We could never beat the shit out of Gareth.
Well, I could. Very easily. If he's watching, I'm messing about. I'm joking. I'm not serious. Is this all of them? But
Really, I deserved the full wrath of Malcolm's dickishness in games.
The full wrath of my dickish.
Dickishness.
Yeah. Somebody slipped there.
No, I said dickishness.
Yes. All right. Okay. If you say so. Anyway, here we go.
You're a knob,
Oh.
basically.
Put a bullet in the head. Dragon Lord.
Bullet head, and he's got 2 helicopters flying at him.
Dragon Lord. The Swordsman.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it's that bit. Tai Chi Boxer.
Uh-huh.
The Big Boss.
Okay.
The Master.
Cool.
Young Master. And then, let's have a look. There's these ones still.
Wait, are they related? The Young Master and the Master? Or?
No, they're completely different movies.
Ah, okay.
AD 2000. Twinkle Twinkle Lucky Stars.
Oh, yeah.
City Hunter.
Oh, yeah.
Beast Cops. Project A.
There we go.
Project A Part 2. Once the Faith.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that was good. Once Upon a Time in China. Once Upon a Time in China 2. Once Upon a Time in China 3. Okay. And that's before I opened these 2 packages right here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I bought 43 off for one guy. The best part is they're all UK releases. And I said
Yeah.
to Donna about 2 weeks ago, I said to her, I really want to get my Uncle Legends ones back because of the commentaries.
Yes.
And I ISOs them, so I can delete the ISOs now once I've watched them know they work.
Yeah.
You know, so people now want us to do crossovers. They with Gallup. Well, you know, I think my dickishness is. I think it'd be interesting.
He only does it to women. It's just like those women gamers.
Okay, I think we need to change subject now because it's getting weirder by the minute.
Oh no, I didn't mean it weird. Oh my God, that did sound bad, didn't it? I'm sorry.
He only does it to female gamers.
Oh
Makes me sound like I'm a predator.
Awful. Serious.
It makes me sound like I'm a predator for women gamers online.
No, oh my God. I mean, he picks on. He's mean.
Oh, what's this? Let's have a look. Oh, Wolf Warrior.
All right.
This is a World Go USA release,
Ah.
which means I'll be in trouble then. This hasn't got any good padding in it, has it? Oh. Let's have a look. I hate when they do it because I always have to dig in. So yeah, you know, I mean,
I hate when discs turn up and they're flopping around in the bloody case.
me too. I hate just done something hand almost.
Especially when a game turns up or something. It's like, yeah, you know this costs a lot of money, right?
Well, half of those on Legends were loose in the cases.
Oh, really?
He sent it through Parcel Select, and Parcel Select doesn't get you unless it's got enough things in the container to ship it. So I could have been waiting like 4 weeks for it. You know? There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. This is the last bit, guys. Don't worry. Last bit tight. Because I'm going to do a proper talk and an update anyway.
Yeah.
There you go. Eagle versus Silver Fox.
Ooh.
Look how bad that cover is. I mean, look at
That's
that.
the worst, tackiest artwork ever.
Bruce and the Shouting. Oh, hello. Someone. Oh, shit. Someone gave me $1 million.
What?
$1 million. Look.
Not $1 million.
That was in between the cases. Nice.
Nice.
Cobra, which looks like some really bad Photoshop work. Look at that.
That's awful. Somebody got bored at the computer that day.
Bruce and the Shaolin Kung Fu. Oh.
Wow, that's so bad. That art is just awful.
And
I don't think I've seen artwork that bad since the old VHS days.
And the one I'm really looking forward to watching is Bruce versus Bill.
That's so funny looking.
And there we go. That's all of them. And to show everybody what it looked like inside the actual box.
Yes, your new hat.
My new hat. Is this?
So you don't bump into walls.
They look like this. Like a computer was in there.
Yeah, like a computer. You need to wear that when you're playing GTA, when you jump out of random vehicles.
Yeah, because it would help, wouldn't it? You know, me and my dickishness.
You know full well what I meant.
I do.
It gets to the point sometimes, so I'm just like, he's a guy, I'll leave it to him.
There's some funny bits. You remember that bit where I said about the plane that day?
Oh, yeah.
I was watching it back because I found your video of it and my video, I put them together.
Yeah.
So funny because I say to you, look, this is how you drive. And in just 2 seconds, I've sat a crash into a pole and then we explode.
Yeah.
So I was in tears of laughter at that bit. But yeah.
Yeah, that was one of those times. You were just like, I'm better than you. Crash.
Says the person, but if we're doing a mission and they die, it's like, Mal, can you die, please? We can do it together. And then when I die, I'm like, can you die swinging? And you're like, I'm going to try and give it a go. And I'm like, oh, okay.
I do not.
You do. Sometimes you do, which is funny, you know.
There has been a couple of times where it's like been right at the beginning. It's just like, oh, for goodness sake! Especially when a car runs me over and like literally kills me on the spot. But no, I just had that image of you. I was tempted to when I did the thumbnail for part 4, I was tempted to get a screen cap just of you jumping out of the vehicle because it was so funny.
That's
but
right.
The thing is I can't really screen cap off your videos because obviously you have my video up in the corner, so I don't get a clean image, if you know what I mean.
That is annoying.
So I have to screen cap off my footage. But it's so unfortunately I didn't obviously have that image because obviously I was dead when you jumped out of that vehicle, but it was so funny.
Well, you know, I mean, I was just gonna say,
was it that one where we were on the run from the police and you just threw yourself out? I'm like, you knob!
Yeah, I don't know what. I have no idea why I do that at all.
You just like knock triangle or something.
I think it's quite frustrating though when things like that happen.
Yeah.
Well, that's not bad. I just put one of the discs in, and
is it working?
The picture's very clear.
Oh, cool.
So that's good because I already had this on an ISO. So, but look at that! They don't even go together when you do them like that.
That's boring. I like it when they all line up together, you know, especially if you bought a set like that.
And look at this disc. It looks like if it wasn't clear, it'd look like a pirate. Look at it. It's about cheap making.
Oh my god, really? And that's not pirate?
Yeah, it's got the normal side, you know, so it's not
normal
pirate.
side. Yeah.
But it's annoying. So
I've got a couple of discs like that. It's just like, okay, rubbish.
And I've got my $1 million.
Yeah, you got $1 million.
I wonder what that was in there for. But anyway, so I know what I'm going to be doing tonight. A lot of watching.
A lot of watching. Yeah.
I've got to finish.
That's going to take you away from editing. That's disgusting. That's unacceptable.
Well, now that I know you're not going to be around Wednesday, I've got a couple of days where I can just chill out. So
yeah, exactly.
Chill out. Tomorrow I'm going out with Donna, aren't I? So
yeah, you're going out tomorrow.
So hopefully that should be fun. Hopefully we'll get some nice video footage done. Yeah. Hopefully. Give me my last video only got 20 views.
Oh really?
Yeah, my last out and about video. I was hoping everybody would go, oh, out and about. Oh, look, it's the park. There, naturist. Let's do it. But no.
I liked it. So I gave it a thumbs up.
Oh, thank you. So I'll give you 2. You know, but yeah, so I'm hoping that one's good because I'm trying to do a video a day in a sense.
Yeah.
But I'm not behind because if I do the 3 chats and then I do 1 video, that means I've only got 3 more videos and I've done 1 a day.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, but it's not always doing it 1 a day. But you go on me.
No, I know.
I might get the urge to edit again later and do the the bank one.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. That'll be so funny. I just remember it being hilarious.
Oh, it was really fun. I was watching your part where you were telling them to stay back and everything. And it was so funny because there's been where you're like, well, if my partner didn't take so long, I wouldn't have to threaten you so much.
And all I heard was like on your end, you're just like, I don't know how to do this. It keeps stopping. It keeps overheating.
You know what, didn't it? It's because I was reading it wrong. For like the first 5 minutes, I was reading it wrong. I was thinking I had to do it one way when I had to do it the other way.
I hate those. This like when you look at the like what it's telling you to do, especially like when it involves twiddling the joystick, the analog sticks and that. It's never clear like whether you're supposed to like, especially like somewhere you're either supposed to button mash or just tap it or just hold. Like I said this with Donna on Lego Batman 3. We were playing together and on share play, and it would come up with the button and she's like, you're supposed to press it. I'm like, Yeah, but it's not telling me whether I have to repeatedly tap it or just tap it once or just hold it.
Yeah.
I do hate that when it doesn't explain properly what you're supposed to
I hate
do.
that because I think if I got it right in my mind, I think I kept trying to press R2, but I press the left analog stick up and that first. I can't
Yeah,
remember, but it was something like that. And it was
yeah,
just something that I just kept reading wrong and was like, what the hell am I doing wrong? And then it just started clicking,
yeah, exactly.
you know. So it's a fun video. It will be fun, but I'm not sure what to do exactly. But I'm going to talk to you about that after anyway.
Oh, okay, because yeah, it's difficult because there's so many videos that there's good stuff in, but then we're talking about stuff that can't be in the vids and stuff. It's
Talk about how I plan to destroy YouTube and
yeah, take over the world with your $1 million.
with my $1 million and a kung fu movie with terrible artwork.
Yeah, and a really shitty disc artwork.
It just annoys me. I mean, how hard is it to make a nice cover? I mean, really.
I know, yeah.
I bet the paper
Amazing. It was like bloody Christmas wrap or something,
It does. I mean, I got these because they were cheap. I could get all four of them for like $12 or something like that. And I thought, you know what? I'll pick it up, and if I like them, I'll get rest from the collection. Because there's a lot of like Bruce Lee clone movies in this collection. And I thought I'd give them a go if the quality's good. Well, the quality looks all right, but I need to check it towards my ISO because my ISO might be better. If so, what have I learned about American movies in the cheap versions? England does better quality transfers.
Yeah.
Which is appalling when you think about it.
Oh, John commented because I linked the chat on my Facebook page.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You guys started late, and I need to go back to work." I was like, "Sorry."
I think I've got a comment from him as well. Oh, and squeezing. Oh, okay. Oh, and squeezing a trip at 7 p.m. Okay. Yeah, I've got to. Bloody hell, I've got 10 people. Oh shit, 11 people like my profile picture.
Oh, really? It was a very nice picture.
And 2 people comment, "I love this one. Glad you all are getting out a bit." Oh dear, people love seeing my face. What can I say? You know, forget
it's
about
a sweet picture of you two. So.
It was a nice picture we took up. We had to take it like 7 times because I kept getting the angling wrong. You know, trying to hold it.
Oh, I hate when you're trying to do like a selfie and it's just all over the place.
That's what I like about iPhones because you can have the switch thing, can't you? So you can
you can have the switch. Whereas on my phone, you can technically do the switch, but the front-facing camera is such low resolution that it's really not worth doing it because it's really poor quality.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is the upside to iPhones because they have a decent resolution front camera.
I need to get an iPhone, really. Not because I want to call anyone, but just for the camera.
They're too expensive. Like on contract here, because my phone's on contract from Vodafone. The iPhones are just extortionate. I'm like not paying that a month. It's like
my dad, because my dad always paid for my one.
Yeah.
It was his way of, I guess, keeping an eye on me and making sure I was all right, I guess. He used to pay about 45, 60 quid a month for my one.
Really? Yeah.
And I'm like, that's nearly what? Let's say 18, 36. That's nearly 5 hours of work.
Yeah.
You know, and to me that's appalling. It shouldn't be that much.
No, exactly.
You know? Oh, before these turned up, the bloke on eBay sent me a message going, "Can you please give me positive feedback as soon as you receive your stuff?"
I do hate that when they like pester you. It's like, shut off.
I sent a message back going, "I'll send you feedback once I've watched all of them."
Yeah.
Because I don't leave feedback for unless I've watched stuff, because who knows if it works or not.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
Oh no, they're the worst ones. Is like, especially like if they're like games or DVDs or whatever. I don't leave feedback until I've checked them. You know, like played them or watched them or something. So. What?
Nothing. I was just in back the chat earlier. That's all. I was just thinking about, you know, when I sent the guy a message back, if he sent me back going, I hate your dickishness.
Okay, look. There was no other. You're a douchebag. Would you like that? Your douchebaggery. That sounds even worse.
It feels like something that would have been him in the old '60s Batman, you know. But yeah, I've lost track where we are.
You're a douchebag.
I'm a douchebag. There you go, everybody. Malcolm the douchebag.
No, you were saying about like with your video and stuff. That's the thing with my You were saying something else, and I'm trying to
Yeah, with the video, let's go to that because we'll both be able to remember that now because I can't remember the last bit. The video.
No, you were saying about the feedback for eBay and stuff.
Oh,
like
feedback
that.
for eBay. I get annoyed when people
try
and pressure me to give them feedback because, you know, when you if I get a whole lot of movies like this, I need to watch them all, make sure they work. I'm not going to put them on and skim through them and go, oh, it works because I want to watch the movie.
Yeah. Oh, I got a thing to say. I hadn't left feedback about, you know, the wig head, polystyrene head I got that turned up like 3 weeks too late for when I needed it. I got a thing saying, you haven't left feedback yet. I'm like, yeah, and I didn't get my thing until 3 weeks too late. So
I don't like when people want to force you to do things like that because when people do that, I don't do them feedback because I'm like, I'll leave you feedback when I want to.
I don't like to give negative feedback, so I'm more likely to just not give them feedback at all as opposed to negative feedback.
I told one bloke a year ago, a bloke called me a message and went, are you ever going to leave me feedback? And I went, yeah, I'm going to leave it right now. And I gave him negative. And he sent me a message, why did you leave me negative? I went, because you asked me for it, you son of a bitch. And he went, I'm going to poll you to eBay. And I went, go right ahead. I hate your guts. I hate yours too. Well, you know, and that's what the message is involved.
Yeah.
You know, but... You know, people get funny about it, you know, because he said to me, his comment was, oh, I've got a limit of how many things I can put on, but if you give me good feedback, I can put more stuff on. Right. Yeah. But I can't put up to 40 days if you don't. Well, guess what, buddy? I'm not going to do it. You know, if in that 40 days I watch all these, then I'll do it. You know,
then you'll do it. Yeah, exactly. You've checked them all through.
I'm not going to be forced to do it when I haven't watched them yet.
No, exactly.
You know, like I finished the Blood Fist today. I'll give feedback for that later.
Yeah.
You know, because that's the way it should be. You shouldn't be forced. You know.
No, exactly.
So it annoys me.
Yeah.
But you know, today's been a nice day out. It's been breezy, not too warm.
All right.
Not too cold. It's been nice and breezy. I felt really relaxed today.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I'm glad. Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I feel like it's going to be a nice day. I'm going to act like a tourist and act like I've gone there for the first time. Be like, oh, is this what American shops look like?
Yeah, is this what it's like? Yeah.
I just do recording and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, American shops are so much better than England's, really. What do they look like? They look the same.
Yeah.
How is it? Are they better then? They've got better air conditioning. And just be sitting there like this, just standing there all the time like, oh, and when the woman scans the movies, go like this, oh, you scan them differently.
Yeah.
How do I? You scan them like this. In England, we scan them like this.
Yeah.
Now that would be funny video if I could do that.
That would be amazing. Can you imagine?
I always wonder how people like Bill Mitchell can constantly record on camera around people without people ever having to go on.
I know, what like I say, that was something I was because I tried filming a little bit walking around at LFCC and there was just people constantly and I was just like, I couldn't do it. I mean, I did something that got cut from my video log was just a bit where I did try filming while walking around with the crowd and there was so many people and it was so difficult to move that I was just like, yeah, it wasn't footage that was really usable because it was just ridiculous. So I don't know how then there are people that can do full videos of going around the whole place. It's like, what? How did they do this?
I mean, I don't know how they do it because it's like, I don't know. I see videos all the time and I'm like, how do people do this without people having going? Because whenever I record certain things, people look at me. Like when I was at the park.
Yeah.
I was in the park. This guy looked at me, think I was going to record his kids. And I
Right,
said to him, I said, the camera isn't pointed that way because I'm not interested in recording you or your family at all. I'm recording the nation, the walk me and my wife for, you know.
yeah,
But he still kept looking back, like, is he recording us?
yeah.
You know. And the problem is because we live in a society where people will do that.
That will do
It's,
that. Yeah, exactly. It's really
you know,
sad. Yeah.
you know, like, you know, I'd love to record whenever we go out, but it's like,
Yeah.
why would you want to record your whole life?
Yeah. Exactly.
You know, but I'm open to record us going there, talking about it, record a bit in the mall, a bit of what we're going to be eating, a bit on the journey home, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, I think that would be awesome. And
Mm.
upload it that day as well. I think
Cool.
it's more pictures of me and Donna because me and Donna rarely get pictures of us, you know, like hugging or whatever, you know, like normal,
Yeah.
like on
Yeah, it's so
camera.
difficult. Yeah.
And we rarely get any of them, and I think to be honest, I need to have more of them because, like, if I take pictures, I end up with just one of Donna on their own, and I'd rather have ones of Donna and me together in a way, you know.
Yeah. That's the thing. Yeah.
So
But yeah, and like you were saying about you know, like not getting many views on your video and stuff. It's like I'm restarting with the movie nights tonight, and I'm just like, I'm kind of seriously. I mean, we were talking about this the other day, and I'm like, because I was looking at my viewing figures, and I'm just like, I'm getting so stressed with having to watch the movies and stuff,
yeah,
and I would rather be working on other stuff, you know, like focusing on other stuff that I
yeah.
know would get more attention. Sorry. I didn't say that wanting to get more attention, and you're sat there like looking at something completely different. It's like, look, a lie. You're not boring at all, Tash.
That was exactly why I did it because I thought it'd be so funny, you know. There you go,
Thank
carry on.
you. I appreciate that. No, I don't. No. And I'm just like, I don't know if it's so. I'm considering stopping at least for a while, taking a break again. I don't know. I don't know if it will happen, but I just
You know.
I feel like it's taking more energy than the rewards that it reaps, if you know what I mean. So,
Well, you know what I think, didn't you? Seriously, I think that maybe you should take a break because it's very stressful for you, and you've got more important things to do, like the rant video, you know, X-Files
yeah,
ones.
yeah,
And I think, to be honest with you, I think if your viewing figure's not that good, you need to move forward. I mean, look at me. Right? I did all those
Yeah.
reviews, and most of them have only got 16 views after over a year, which is ridiculous.
yeah,
You know? And, you know, that's why I don't rush to review things anymore. Because I'm
No.
like, yeah, I'll review some I feel like it because I know it's not going to make a difference. I know
Yeah.
I'll get people like Last Avenger maybe, and like you or John or maybe Donna, if she sees them, I might give them a watch, you know, check them out a bit. But in reality, as great as that is, and I love the comments, I love you guys watching it, it's not as good as it should be. You know?
Yeah.
And that's probably exactly how you feel like me and John and that watch your videos, but it's great and you like that, but you want something that's going to be a little bit more talked about from people.
Well, look, I mean, one of my ones from not this week just gone, but the week before, has only had like 4 views total, and I'm grateful for those people that watched, and I don't want to be letting people down by not doing them, but at the same time, I'm just like, what is the point if nobody's watching them? If you know, because I mean, you know, I've always said I do them as an outlet. I don't care necessarily about figures, but at the same time, if I could be focusing more on stuff that's going to take more work, then I would rather focus on that than be getting stressed and going, oh shit, I haven't watched a movie today or something because I've been busy doing editing or you know, thumbnail making or whatever, you know, kind of thing. So.
Yeah.
When I would rather be doing that stuff.
I think you should do it for a couple more weeks, and I think you should stop.
Yeah. I'm considering like stopping, like finishing the shelf kind of thing, and then stopping for a while. So
you know, as somebody who's do a lot of reviews, me myself, I'm like, I want to enjoy a movie more than I want to think about reviewing it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's the thing is I'm not enjoying the movies as much.
That's what I'm liking doing the GTA videos because I can challenge myself with the editing and do greatness without having to stress out, and I can enjoy watching a movie when I've got the time.
Yeah, and you can do it in your own time. You know, like when you want
Yeah.
to do it, there's no set schedule for when you got to put it up.
Yeah,
Whereas
exactly.
I'm finding, obviously, you know, I watch the movie, I do the review, I then have to edit it, I then have to upload it all on the same night or whatever, and I'm like, and I have to make sure it goes up that night, and I'm just like, I can't do this anymore, you know, because it's just sapping me.
We've got a comment. Hi Tash, hi Malcolm, how are you both? That's from James.
Hello, James. Good evening.
I think, to be honest, I think that's the thing. The problem is, by making it a movie at night, you kind of put yourself in it a bit, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like me with my whole 3 or 4 movie reviews a day thing at the time. I was really pressuring myself. And at the time, I was doing like 20, 25-minute reviews as well. Where I was talking through the whole movie, which people would go, it's got spoilers in it. But to me, I was dissecting the movie.
I know. Especially when you're talking about a movie that's like 20 years old or something.
Yes. That's one movie. I think I saw about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which was like 40-odd years old at the time.
Yeah, exactly. It's like
spoilers. If you haven't seen it or you don't know what it is, where have you been?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and then I went to the 5-minute reviews, and the 5-minute reviews are great. I can do them because I have to be very quick when I talk on them and everything.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I like watching movies more than I like reviewing them.
Yes. Yeah.
You know? I did that.
You don't want to be sat there thinking during the movie, right, what do I like about this? What do I not like about it?
Well, I find myself going, I have to remember this bit. I have to remember that bit.
Yeah, you never do.
With the new Game of Death, the review I did, which was really good, which is on my Facebook page, I wanted to do them, but I can't. So now I do the Grand Theft Auto things.
Yeah.
You know? And I think in a way I'm doing the same for them as I would have done with the movie reviews, just it's gameplay with us chatting.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I'm happy with that at the minute. I'm happy with that in the chats and doing my video I'll go out once a week.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the thing as well, is just shit, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, like you were saying about oh, but that's the thing, like, you know, I've, you know, been suffering with my depression lately, and obviously I can't predict when that's going to be an issue, and when that then makes me feel stressed and stuff, the last thing I'm thinking about is wanting to do that kind of thing. So it's very unpredictable kind of thing. So.
It's not like me, you know, I've been going through quite a rough period lately.
Yeah, you've been going,
with depression and other stuff, you know.
Yeah.
And I find for me, the editing helps me a lot. You know, because I have something to focus on. But something like having to review a movie and being up in front of people, I'd probably be like this. I'd probably be like this. Today I'm reviewing Eagle versus Silver Fox, and it was good, but I can't remember much about it because I'm just not in the mood. And I'd be down. It's in the editing video. People are not going to hear me now. They're going to hear me then.
Yeah, exactly. You know? Well, that's the thing. I mean, a lot of my movies as well I've been watching have not been the best, and they've not really riled me up. And then add that onto depression and and it's just like, I can't be asked anymore. I think what you got to do is, I think if you want to review a movie, you should do it when you feel like it. Yeah, exactly. Which was always the intention, but change to a movie when I feel like it. Exactly. Whenever I could be asked. At one point, I was going to do FU movies where I just said all the spoilers, you know, and be like, you know, that would have been funny, you know. Donna came up with a good idea that I think she'd be good at. I won't talk about it on video, but she came up with a good idea that she'd like to do. So, but yeah, I think I'm going to finish the shelf and then just say, look, I need to either, you know, like, do a series of movies like once in a while, you know, and I'll see. I like it. You're like, I'll do a series movie. Let's say I'm not sure what to do. Whenever, It will be like sketches, a movie whenever I can be asked. There you go. Sketchney, a movie when I feel like it, and that's not very often. Yeah. But like you say, it's wanting to enjoy the movie as well as well, you know, having a reason to. Me myself, you know, I think I love movies probably a million times more than a lot of people. You know, like you enjoy movies a lot, you know, more than most. And I think the problem is when you go for that to make it work, it takes away from that passion more. Well, I mean, you know know about my other projects that I'm working on as well as my rant, and it's just like I feel like it's taken away from working on those kind of things. So
yeah. Well, I think you got to make your mind up. You got to put your mind on the priority of what you want to do. You know, and
yeah,
and the thing is, if the movie reviews are not that, then move to what you want to do.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
You know, I'm thinking about doing singing videos and doing dancing videos.
That'd be
you know?
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the dance from the end of Dirty Dancing.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. What? Do that
You're
jump?
gonna do it with Madonna. Yeah.
Yeah, and I could
Yeah,
do
to
that
catch
jump.
you.
Right? Oh, if she called me, that come back.
Flatted wife.
I'm seeing now the bit where Patrick Swayze jumps off and he lands on his knee. My luck, I'd crack my knee and be like, ah.
It'd be like us on that GTA video, jumping off the fucking crane.
The thing is, I can lift on her up in the air pretty easily because now that she's lost some weight, it's like even easier. I can lift her up like this if I want her. Go like that.
Well, you know, if she was showing off her muscles, she should be able to pick you up.
What makes me laugh is sometimes she's like, I go, come on, you get up, and then I make her sit down. I go, I'll sit on your lap, right? And she's like, no, you're gonna break my legs. You're gonna break my legs. I'm like, no, I'm not. And obviously, I don't really sit on her lap, you know.
No.
I kind of squat, kind of sit, you know, so I'm just above.
Oh yeah, just.
And I go, oh, see, that doesn't hurt, does it? She's like, you're not even sitting on me. So I weigh nothing, and it's quite funny, you know, because if you look at it, because Donna's so small compared to me, it's like like you'll see her head there, but you won't see the rest of her. So it's quite funny in that aspect.
In that aspect, yeah. It looked like your mind just went blank.
I was just thinking about my microphone because it's spoiled. It went like this.
Have you got it stood up on something then, or?
It's on the thing, innit? It's on the thing like this. So it goes like this. Every now and again, I pull the cable by accident with my leg, and it goes.
Like so it went flop.
And it's supposed to tighten up on the thing like this, but for some reason it always gets loose.
Oh.
My nuts are loose, ladies and gentlemen.
Your nuts.
My nuts are loose. But yeah. So I mean, what are your plans for the week then?
My plans for the week are hospital. Mulder's got grooming tomorrow, so sorry, it got an itch.
Nice.
You know when you get an itch and you just can't.
The worst part is when it's in your bum area and you're walking down the street.
Oh, and you're just like, no.
You're like, is there a dark alley somewhere?
I hate when you're sat down in like a social setting and you're like sat there like.
I don't do any of that. I'll just get up and go, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, do you mind if I pull my pants down and scratch myself?
No, Mulder's got the groomers tomorrow, so got to take him for that. Get some food shopping and that. So not really anything exciting. Possibly crazy golf. I don't know. I may be hijacking somebody else's session of crazy golf, so we'll see.
Nice.
Otherwise, nothing until really exciting until gaming on Friday.
I've got tomorrow. I'm going out. Wednesday, I've got the other chat. Thursday, and then Friday, Saturday, I've got the chat with John, and then Sunday, I'm probably talking to my family.
All right, cool. No gaming with me then.
Yeah, I'm gaming with you on Friday, obviously. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Right, mate. We talk about the pulling my pants down. Reminded me of when I used to go around people's houses.
Okay.
When I was younger, I used to go around my mum and my stepdad all the time.
Right.
There was this common joke with my stepdad. I'd say he used to be my husband.
Right. Yeah.
And that we were lovers in a past life, you know.
Yeah.
And stuff, right? People are gonna go, what the fuck? He was saying this about his stepdad, who was like this tall compared to me, right?
Yeah.
I hope he doesn't see this video because he's gonna go, you called me a midget. And you know, one day
does your mum watch these?
Thank God no. Thank God Donna doesn't either. Otherwise, I
No.
think she was terrible. But
No.
so we used to go around people's things like barbecue and my mum's best friends. Well,
Yeah.
one day we were around there and it was time for us to leave, and there was a whole load of cheese slices unused, so I put them down my pants.
Oh, right. Okay.
And said to my mum, "You want cheese slices? Here they are." Yeah, she was like, "Not now, no." And I remember because I used to go bowl with Kevin. We'd be sitting there. I'd go, "Kevin, can I have a hug?" Right?
Yeah.
And he'd go, "No," and I'd go, "I need a hug and maybe a kiss too." And people would be sitting there going, and I go, "You're his stepdad, aren't you?" And he go, "Yeah." And I go, "You kiss him, do you?" And he go, "No." He's just saying that to make people think weird things. And whenever he got up, if we went by each other, I'd give him a big hug and like do a humping motion behind him and stuff. It was really funny.
Yeah.
It's funnier when you see it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I took all those cheese slices and threw them down my underwear, and
No.
it was one of the most weirdest sensations of my life. Especially when someone bumped into me and it all squidged like.
Oh
Yeah.
no! You kind of moisturise at that.
I remember my mum saying to me, "Why did you do that, Malk?" I went, "I don't know. Nobody puts cheese slices down their pants."
It just felt like the thing to do.
If they did
What are
at
you
the
talking
time.
about? It's normal. Don't look at me.
Any new games, films you're both looking forward to? That's my Alex.
Welcome back, Alex. Thought we'd lost you.
Rainbow Six.
Yeah, Rainbow Six, Metal Gear 5, Fallout 4, Ghost Recon,
The Division.
Wildlands. Sorry, I've heard The Division is only multiplayer. There's no single player mode in it.
Then no. Then. Evolve 2 you're looking forward to, aren't you?
The chat is on. We got Dark Crow Show saying hi on why isn't chat on?
If you click on the button on the video, it will pop up.
If you have problems, just comment on the YouTube page and we'll check it out on there. So.
Oh, I like that. I like their profile picture.
What else is coming? Shit, my mind's gone blank. There's actually quite a few. I'm desperately waiting for South Park, The Fractured But Whole.
I'm looking forward to the next wrestling game coming out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Metal Gear Solid 6 coming out and Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out next year.
I won't lie. I won't. Deus Ex Mankind Divided.
That was awful. But
I know you didn't like it, but I liked it. So
and that says everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
there's actually quite a few good-looking games coming. So,
and to be honest with you, I think that's going to be a great game because the other one was all right. I mean, it wasn't that great, but you could tell it was a good game compared to a lot of games.
Oh yeah, it developed so much from what Deus Ex was, and because they added in so much of like the Splinter Cell type cover system and stealth, and you know me, I love my stealth games, so I think that's what I enjoyed more about it, and I think it was held back though by the limitations of the system at the time because it was pushing what it could at the time anyway. So it looks like there's a lot of new features and that for it, you know, like stealth wise and combat wise. Well, so I'm looking forward to trying out. I'm just saying from my perspective, I'm not usually a big fan of Square Enix's games, but I can't lie, I did enjoy Deus Ex.
Well, as for films coming out, I'm looking forward to getting the Stray Cat series if it's not out already. I'm looking forward to getting Deep Red 4K. I want to get Pray for Death and Rage of Honor from 101 Films, which is Region B locked, which means I'm going to be buying a regional Blu-ray player soon. What else? The Flash, Gotham.
Yeah.
One of them comes out in next week, actually. Or is it,
Oh,
it's
really?
this week. One of them came out this week, actually.
Oh,
Oh, no. Comes out next month, sorry. Comes out September. I got today confused up with September.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to them coming because I'm finally going to get to watch them.
Yeah.
What else? Probably getting the rest of this collection.
Yeah.
So I can compare bad
covers.
cases. So I can compare bad cases. And I know these are not new releases, but screw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's not much film-wise. I'm looking for. I mean, there's a number of films that have been out this year that I want to pick up on Blu-ray or DVD. But there's not really anything. I'm just like, like waiting for at the cinema. I think because I don't really do the cinema now often.
I want to pick up the Duff, and I want to pick up what's that other one? Wow.
Marcus Flores says, "You sick?" Is that? I can't read it.
You suck.
Oh, you suck.
Ah, how does he know?
Oh, how does he know our secret?
How does he know I suck? Did I spend the night with you last night, mate? Because I forgot you already.
You just forgot, Wow. Come out and tell it as it is.
Yeah, well,
You should have turned around and said, actually, I blow, but,
Yeah, well, you know what? No. It depends on the style, I guess.
Maybe Marcus likes to be sucked, doesn't he?
I think he... obviously, by his comment, he does. But
yeah, no, there's not much I'm waiting for. But at least you've got quite a few that you're looking forward to picking up.
Well,
and I am looking forward to the new series is starting, like on TV of Arrow and Flash.
Well, the thing is, there's a lot I'm looking forward to, but I need to cut it down. I'm trying to just watch.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
enjoy what you've actually got.
Yeah. I mean, I've got more than most, so I should just watch that for like 4 years.
Yeah. You're always like, I haven't seen it, but I own it.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's something like John Calvert, sorry.
Yeah.
He asked yesterday if I'd seen Prometheus and what did I think of it. Well, I'd never seen it. I own it, but I haven't seen it. So I'm hoping John Calvert comes by on Wednesday because I said if he did, I'd tell him what I thought of it then because I'm going to watch it tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Because I've not seen it. But I need to get round to watching it. I should go on a hiatus, really. I should not buy anything, just watch everything until I finish it and see how long it takes.
Yeah, you've said that before, where you're like, I'm not going to buy anything, and then you go like...
It's thinking, I'm going to be...
It's a disease.
I am going to be in trouble with the DVD Anonymous group.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to be in trouble there. I have an addiction, and it's healthier than a lot of addictions, I guess.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's not hurting anybody.
Yeah, except myself, really, because I'm covering it everywhere.
Yeah, you can just swim around like Scrooge McDuck in them or something.
Good, could I? He does it in money. I could do it in this.
Yeah, exactly.
I keep telling Donna. I want to do a complete movie overview of my collection. And have the thumbnail, me naked with like DVDs blocking my
just laying on them.
Like this.
Yeah.
But Donna won't have it. She says I can't do that.
Censored bar over your bits.
Yeah, she says I can't do that because that would be inappropriate. And I'm like, it might get some views.
As well as on YouTube.
I'm sure that would get plenty of views.
You two looking forward to the new Star Wars game that's coming out? Is that the Battlefront one? Because the Battlefront one does look pretty awesome. But I've not played the previous ones.
I've seen more Battlefront, and I have to admit, it's one of those games I will probably pick up in the future. I'll
probably get it when it gets cheap.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I probably won't get it straight away because I've never been to those type of games that big. But I'll give it a go once I've read the review and I've seen what people have got to say about it. Alex says, Malk, seek help.
We've been saying that for years. Well, a year. Because we celebrated our first year of Facebook friendship today.
Our first year of Facebook friendship was today. How
I just
awesome is
love
that?
the fact that it came up. It was like, you have been friends with Malcolm for a year today. And there was this just picture of me at Chevron with Malk Ted. It was just like...
And you know, and the funny thing about it was, if it was anybody else, it would have been one of the most creepiest things in the world, because it would have looked like I was dead, and people
Yeah.
had
I'd taken your head.
this memorial head of me on the bear. This James says, Tash, did you listen to Dean and Phil's recent podcast and the part where Dean has to be fitted for a wig?
Yes. Yeah. So...
Without a question of doubt, I knew what the answer was going to be.
Yeah, I know. I loved even more was Dean Hagland's last tweet on Twitter was he was like, this is going to be my last tweet before I sign my non-disclosure contract, where he's no longer allowed to post any tweets regarding the X-Files while he's... And it's just like, you know, like you see all the pictures that everybody's posting and that, and he's obviously been disallowed, and I guess obviously as well with the wigs and stuff. But
I wonder when people do it. Why do people like David Duchovny tell their wives and stuff? You know?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, don't tell anybody, but today I found out what the script's like, and it's shit. It's about me and this alien getting it on, me thinking it's...
just all the spoilers, rumours, and stuff like that at the moment.
Oh, you're pointing yourself by looking it up constantly.
I guess. Are you kidding? It kind of. Unfortunately, a lot of these news reports and stuff online, they actually put the spoiler in the title, and a lot of people have complained about this. And then it comes up in your newsfeed on Facebook, like big and bold, and it's like, oh, thank you for, you know.
Well, leave these groups. Then you don't have to see it.
No, it comes up because obviously, say, like, the Facebook knows that I like the X-Files. It's just like, yeah, you should know about this. It's like, fuck off.
Well, it's like...
a lot of it is probably false, but...
Well, you know, I do think there's going to be 2 seasons at least.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think it's amazing that David Duchovny and Gillian Anderson both want to do it still.
I know.
Hell, the fact that David Duchovny loves the show is incredible.
I know, but you know what? You get this with, like, it's like Michael Shanks in Stargate SG-1.
Yeah.
He was all like, oh, I'm going to go off and do something different. I'm going to be a big star. And then after he'd been gone for like a year or two, he was like, well, I really miss doing this. I want to come back. It's like, for goodness sake.
Well, I just think it's nice when it happens, because I think, you know, I think for people like you who love the show, it's nice, you know.
Yeah.
Things like Prison Break and that, it doesn't surprise me, because none of them were big stars anyway.
No. Exactly.
You know, don't get me wrong, Wentworth Miller and Dominic Purcell, to me, they're not big by any means.
No, Wentworth Miller's done quite a bit, you know, more recently.
Wentworth Miller, everybody thinks Wentworth Miller's hunky. I don't. I think he's just a skinny little kid.
I think he's kind of hot. But
what, those tattoos on his head?
I just think he's kind of hot, but yeah, no, just...
I bet. No, that's the. Did you think Robert Nepper was hot?
No, I don't like. I don't think Robert Nepper's hot at all, and it's so funny because, like I say, I've met him before, and he's so nice to meet. And I was like, "Don't you get sick of being cast as bad guys?" He's like, "Look at this face. Could I be any more?"
I know. You thought was hot. Pope Walden. The warden of the prison.
No.
Okay, what about Sousa?
You know what? I barely watched much Prison Break, so there's no point bringing up character names to me.
What about you? Don't know CNAT? Okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well wait.
Like 4 episodes into the first season. So.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought you'd seen it all.
No. It's like Dexter. I'm just like slowly plodding through. It's like I haven't even watched. It's so funny because I pay for Netflix, and I just so rarely get on it sometimes, especially like when there's stuff on TV, because I don't sit in front of the TV much. I find myself catching up, and that's another thing I fall behind with when I'm doing the movie nights. Is I'll have a backup of TV stuff to watch, and yeah.
I was reading reviews on Blu-ray players today, and all I kept seeing people complain about was that they couldn't watch Netflix on their player.
You're kidding.
And I'm like, I don't care about the streaming stuff on Blu-ray players because I can do that on the PS4 or whatnot. What I care about is if it actually plays.
Yeah.
We
Who
live in
plays a Blu-ray player to get on Netflix? Seriously.
I mean, my TV can go on Netflix, so why would I want it for the?
Yeah, exactly.
But people all they can go is, it throws off to 10 minutes to be on Netflix. I've had enough of this. I'm gonna go back down to Hillbilly Street where I belong.
You can watch Netflix on computers, mobile devices,
I watch Netflix.
PS4, Xbox.
Most of the time, I watch it on Netflix. I watch Netflix on the computer.
Yeah. I've sat in bed before watching it on my tablet,
Yeah, exactly. I used to watch it on my little mobile phone when I was in bed. So I wake up in the morning, I'd go, oh, you know what? I'll watch, let's say, a 20-minute show. Let's say, I don't know, the first show I think of New Girl.
Yeah.
I'll watch it before I get up. Or Friends. I'll watch it before I get up. Why not? You know? Because that's when I needed it. I didn't need it after. You know what I mean?
No, exactly. So, but it's that time.
It's that time again. Everybody say yes.
Celebrate.
Well, the time went quick again, and sadly we were here a little bit later today.
We were late, yeah. And apologies to Little John for that.
Little John, when
go send a letter. Send a letter to Microsoft bitching about how you missed your chat because Windows 10 fucked up tickets.
I want to know where Big John went.
Yeah, I miss Big John.
Yeah, I miss Big John. It's like when Big John and Little John were both here.
Yeah. What happened to John Calvert as well? He used to occasionally.
John Calvert, well, I spoke to him the other day, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think he just pops by when he's got the time.
Ah, right. No Husey either. I know he really didn't.
He does like to pop in and ask one question normally, though.
Yeah. So.
Well, you know.
I'm very lucky to have had. It was nice to see Alex back.
It was. Seeing Alex is always great. I'm glad you're back. Glad you made it safe back from Ireland and your 2 holidays.
Yeah.
I do, you lucky bastard. I wish I could go on holiday.
Globe trotters, honestly. Yeah. The most exciting holiday I had was LFCC.
The most exciting holiday I'll probably get in the future is going to England again, and that's not saying much, is it?
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
That's pure torture, that is. I'm so grateful to see, obviously, Donna and Roger make it. I know they don't like the chat about GTA.
I will say this. It's always good to have Donna here because it's always nice to have, like real friendship support.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's great when Roger watches too, and I hope you're both doing really well because, you're 2 awesome people.
Yeah, exactly. And we are sorry about the GTA chatter. No, you don't like that. But,
and Alex, I'm glad you're here because you were in my heart, sunshine. You're in my heart. And James.
Last Avenger.
James and Last Avenger, I'm glad you both made it. Sometimes I think you 2 are twins,
Yeah, the same person.
Like one's the sarcastic one and one's the simple one. But no, I'm joking. Yeah. I'm glad you both could make it. It's always good to see you, Luke, and it's always good to see James when he pops in. Yeah. But I'll hand it over to you to say bye-byes and then we'll head off.
Thank you so much to everybody. We just mentioned everybody and the couple that turned up. Sorry to was it the show person, the Dark Crow show. Sorry if you weren't able to get on the chat. I don't know what the issue was, but thanks everybody as always for tuning in. Sorry about the delay again, but please do check out especially I mean, all of Malcolm's videos, but especially the GTA videos where we're both having a good laugh and being completely silly and homicidal would be the best description. More to come as Malcolm edits them. Please subscribe to Malcolm. Please subscribe to me if you get the chance. And check out my Facebook page and Malcolm's Facebook page, of course. But,
did you want me to put your link for your Facebook page down below?
Yeah, if you want. I mean, you know.
I don't really want to, but if you want me to, I might as well. You know.
No, don't worry then.
I'll do it if you want. No, I'm serious.
No, if you don't want to.
No, I was joking with the don't want to. If you want me to, I will. Like I can put yours and mine down below in every chat from now on. You know.
Yeah, you put both of yours as well. So.
All right, I can do that.
But no, thanks so much. And our 37th edition has been really good. A lot of nice different subjects to talk about. So
and nice comments and greatness.
Yeah, exactly. So awesomeness all round as usual. So
we've got 3 comments.
Oh yeah.
Donna says, "Please don't boost Roger's ego. His head is big enough." I can imagine. I'm sure. And Alex says, "Thanks for being here, guys. And no, you're not a haha."
I hope everybody has a good week, and I hope a lot of you make it back for next week.
For the 38th edition.
Yeah.
Okay, well, guys, I'd like to thank you all for being here like I did a few minutes ago. You're all very special to us, especially the people that take the time out and come here every week. It's amazing. We appreciate the support. You know, supporter of the week, James Johnson, incredible the support you give us. And and I'd like to thank everybody else for being there. And I hope you all have a good week, and we'll see you next week. Cool. So, see you soon, guys, and have a good week, and join us next week.
Take care, guys. Have a good week.
Thanks for watching.